All right. And here we are.
There you are. You're so pretty.
Yeah, thank you. And you too. I love your necklace. I almost got the necklace. I know where
Thank
I know
you.
right where it came from. And I was like, ooh.
Yeah, someone asked me where it came from, and I was like, I don't think they make it anymore. Apparently, they're making it again, so that's great. We love to support VHS cleaner.
So my VHSs are so clean.
VHSs are disgusting.
Ridiculously clean.
What is a chingy and is it a slur?
I was about to say this that I'm so old. Oh my god. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming on, by the way. We have the gay chingy here for everyone who's not aware yet. I'm very, very excited to have you. Thank you so much for taking some time out
I'm
for us.
I'm so excited to be here. I am a total freelancer right now. I should be like, I'm so busy. I took time out of my busy schedule. I have like my schedule's whatever I want it to be. So I was like, yeah, I'll play one of my favorite games
Yeah, hell
with
yeah.
a beautiful person. That sounds great.
I'm so glad. Yeah, when you were like, oh, I have free time, I was like, yeah, hell yeah. All right, let's get this jams in here. This game loves to play this song and play it really aggressively, so I'm just gonna let it do it.
Such a good song.
It's so good. Wait, it reminds me of the Serial Experiments Lane theme song.
I never saw Serial Experiments Lane. That's one of my big anime blind spots.
Really?
I
Oh,
saw
I think you would
I saw
really like
Boogie Pop
it.
Phantom. I saw Boogie Pop Phantom and I saw Paranoid Agent. I didn't see that one.
Oh, you should see it. It's so good.
I had I had real like two big like 2000 edgy animation.
What was your favorite of the edgy 2000s animes?
Years.
Sorry?
Years.
Yeah, you're coming through a little quiet.
No, I'm so loud.
There you go. Now you're coming through.
I just need to yell the entire time.
That's right. No, you
Yeah.
probably should be fine.
Yeah, it's like it's what I was telling you. Like these headphones are weird. Like if I turn on my computer's audio,
Yeah.
my computer's mic, it, at the same time I put audio over here, it doesn't work right.
Got, gotcha. You got it. I'll just boost you on my end. It's no big deal.
I don't know how Discord or Twitch or anything works.
How the level sounded out there in TV land, everybody? Beep Wellington, thank you for the follow. You do a little talking for us, our gracious guest?
Am I loud now?
I said, can you do a little talking for us so we can make sure
Yeah,
that
am I loud now?
you are indeed loud now. At least I think you are.
Yay!
How's it sound out there, everybody? Yeah, we're gonna give you that loud chingy villain views.
The loud chingy.
That's right. Hell yeah. God, I don't remember anything about this game. I played this game a couple months ago on stream, and I'm already like, fuck, what happened to this? I remember you get a samurai sword, which is hard to believe.
I haven't played this game in 8 years, and I remember like everything.
It's an important piece of okay, so maybe you can answer this for me. I beat the game once already, right? What does the difference between new game and extra new game?
Extra new game is your new game plus.
Okay.
So you have like stuff you had from the last playthrough, I think. You have to do like 3 of them to get her like Sailor Moon type outfit, where she can shoot a love beam like this. But yeah,
All right.
And you can. Oh wait, we should do. Wait, are we doing New Game Plus?
We could do New Game Plus. I mean, it's like I don't have a
We can get.
preference.
There's some extra weapons you can get in New Game Plus, like a golden or silver pipe from a fairy. Great.
Okay, yeah, we're doing New Game Plus.
Yeah, there's a fairy.
Hell yes. All right, I'm in. I'm in for it. Actually, level normal. The riddle level hard is like impossible. They just start giving you puzzles that like barely make any sense.
Yeah, you have to have like intense knowledge of like Shakespeare's plays.
Yeah.
At a certain point, it's really ridiculous with the riddles. And yeah, the soundtrack is this song, the main song, "You're Not Here," or I'm not, I don't remember. And a small sanctuary, and there's like one called "Letters to Days Past" that's really good.
It's just all jams. All right, let's do a new game. Just drop with a compressor on your voice. All right, let's do it. Yeah, I don't know if this game can handle 3 fairies at once. We'll find out. Villeneuve says, I've never played Silent Hill, but my impression is Resident Evil with an even more dead wife. That's Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 3 is a Resident Evil, but you're scared of being pregnant the whole time.
Yeah, you're a teenager and you're scared of genitals and being pregnant. Yeah, Resident Evil have like a longer. It's just TPI.
What a nightmare.
I'm always afraid of being pregnant, so it works out perfect.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Being pregnant.
I hate that that's always happening to me.
Yeah, I woke up this morning and I was just like, I haven't had sex again in like 6 months, and I was like, oh, I feel queasy. This is morning sickness.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo.
Dad, it's me. Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm coming home now.
Every 2000s
Did
fit.
you get that thing you asked me to?
Her fits to 2000s.
Very 2000. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You sound a little underwater. I'm not sure what kind of mic you're using.
Is this that?
Now there's no audio.
Heather, I need to speak with you. My name is Douglas Carter. I'm a detective.
A detective? Really? Well, nice talking to you.
Hold on. There's someone that wants to meet you. Just let me have an hour. No, half an hour of your time.
My daddy always told me not to talk to strangers.
This is very important. It's about your birth.
I'm not interested.
I love this guy. He's so fucking weird.
He's such a creep.
He really is.
Are you still following me?
Barry, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay, great.
And we're back on track.
Yeah, I like that he's dressed like a noir detective in this game, like just following a teen girl.
Yeah, it's funny because, like, you see him on his own, yeah, he looks like noir detective, but he's, like, in a mall following a teen girl in, like, 2007. Like, God, it whips ass. These are the same points of this game, I'm pretty sure. So the red papers from 3. Right. I love the game starts with you climbing out the window to avoid having to talk to a weird guy. That does whip ass. Let's climb out this window so we don't talk to a weird guy. That rolls. Reach into. Is there something in the toilet, or is that just silent?
Yeah, go. Wait. Reach in the toilet. Go back and reach in the toilet.
This one? Oh, it's not this bathroom. I know there's one
It's
where
not this.
there's one where it gives you the prompt to reach in the toilet, and then if you try to tell Heather to do it, she's like, "I'm not going to do that."
Yeah, she's like, this is gross. Yeah, it might be a different.
Yeah. Well, because James in Silent Hill 2, there's a part where he's like, reach in the toilet. It's like, oh, let me just do that. Oh yeah, we're on New Game Plus, alright. I just found an unlimited ammo submachine gun.
I forgot.
God, you love it. Okay, so yeah, now this I'm trying to figure out what's the same and what's different. So I'm like walking down the hall like here we are. So you said you're freelancing these days. What are you up to?
Uh, like writing a cover story for a magazine right now that I can't talk about yet, but I'm excited about it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm like doing I'm doing a couple of projects that I can't talk about, which is great. It makes me sound so busy. I'm like a lot of things, a lot of hands and a lot of pies.
Hell yeah. What do you have that you can tell us about? What have you been up to recently that isn't under lock and key?
Confidential. Play right now, and I just wrote an article this week at Mel Magazine where I've written a lot. It's going to be about the movie Chasing Amy.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember that one. It's the Kevin Smith movie about a lesbian falling in love with a comic book guy, which, yeah.
Don't remember that one. That whips ass though.
It's in the Criterion collection, which is wild.
There's Kevin Smith movies in the Criterion collection?
There's a Kevin Smith movie in the Criterion. To be fair, it was like early in the Criterion collection's like custodianship, but it's a really messy movie. The thing is, what breaks them up isn't that like she was a lesbian. She's like, you know what? I'll date you. I'm a lesbian. But he finds out she got like Eiffel Towered and then by guys, and he's like, I can't be with you.
God. Oh man, when did this movie come out?
1997, which was a great year for movies. My favorite movie came out in that year.
What's your favorite movie?
Well, like three of my favorite movies. I think no, five of my favorite movies came out that year. Princess Mononoke, Perfect Blue, End of Evangelion also came out that year. Happy Together by Wong Kar-wai, Hanabi by Takeshi Kitano, and then Feet Takeshi, and then Nowhere by Greg Araki is my favorite movie.
Hell yeah.
It's really gay if you haven't seen it.
No, I haven't.
It's only 78 minutes.
Oh, I love that. I'm such a
my
sucker
God.
for a short movie.
Okay, so I can talk about what I'm doing now. I'm going to be interviewing Greg Araki about my favorite movie.
Ooh, that fucking whips ass.
I just got an email from his people.
Oh, fucking yeah, let's fucking go.
I've been like emailing them for 2 weeks, and I'm like, can I interview him about this movie? That's like, oh man, this thing's so gross.
I love this thing. This thing gave me nightmares as a child.
Yeah, it's got like ham arms.
Yeah, the like faceless, like the like featureless stump for a face thing scared me really bad. When this came out, I was still a child, and so I remember seeing this is like permanently burned into my psyche. Ah, and it's caked up.
It is, yeah, it's thick.
My favorite is in how all of the, because like they're all representations of like the protagonist psyche. All the bad guys in Silent Hill 2 are just like hot bitches with big titties and fat asses.
And this, it's all like pussies and dicks.
Yeah.
She's like, just like, oh no, I'm so afraid of pussies and dicks.
Yeah, she's just afraid of all genitals.
Is she afraid of ass, though? She's not afraid of ass, because you can't get pregnant from ass. Not for lack of trying.
Ass is safe.
Heather Mason supports anal.
Well, you gotta figure this is like the 2000s, and that was like the prime era for like girls who were saving their virginity for marriage by only having anal sex.
That makes total sense.
Remember,
That's
that was
Heather
like so
Mason.
in at that time, so I feel like maybe Heather's part of that.
That wave.
Just an idea I've been kicking around and just rattling around my brain, making like fucking laundry sounds. It's unlocked. There we go. Grand Chicken Lord, I liked the movie Jacob's Ladder. I can see why somebody went and lifted a bunch of the effects from it for my video game series.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Really? Oh, it's good.
No.
It's like a psychological thriller horror movie. About a guy who starts seeing these strange creatures after his tour in Vietnam. And it's very cool. It's very interesting. It's where
That
a
sounds
lot of
wild.
the imagery that was Silent Hill uses was like very directly inspired from it. Like scenes of him getting pushed on a stretcher, and there's like, you know, chain link fences with guys crawling around on top of them and things whipping their heads around so fast you can't see that. It was like, it's like directly lifted, yeah.
This game is so much less scary when I don't have a controller in my hand. Like I was like, whenever I play horror games, I
Yeah.
always have to like controller swap with a friend or like my girlfriend because I can't. If I get at a certain point, I like max. No, I can't handle this right now. Somebody else take this controller. I'm just watching. I'm like, oh, this is so chill.
it takes some of the pressure off.
Yeah, it does. Thank you, Queen.
I'm here to serve. So how did you end up why'd you end up making the freelance move? Weren't you were at Mel for a little bit? Did you decide it was just more your speed?
Yeah, writing. It was just like writing at a pace that was like a lot for me. And like it's hard because like I really liked working at Mel. Mel is probably like the best site I could have worked at.
Yeah.
Given my voice, where I like to and like
Mm-hmm.
putting ketamine in my butt, like I don't think Vogue been down.
No, you probably couldn't like write for like GQ
Yeah,
about
exactly.
how ketamine goes in your butt, or like Teen Vogue,
Or even like I don't even think another place I used to write a lot, Kotaku. I don't think they would have let me do that. I just don't know that it would have worked.
you know.
Can you imagine like gamer bros who hate Kotaku already getting mad at me because like I'm talking about like butt ketamine? I think that would actually be really funny.
Actually, yeah, when you put it that way, it actually kind of sounds like it would whip ass. But
wait, those things are the buttholes. Those are the buttholes.
the buttholes, yeah,
they're
like
not...
butthole raptors.
So maybe she is afraid of anal too. Damn.
It's just everything. It's just she's a teen girl. That's what you do when you're a teen girl.
That's true. Oh my god, I forgot those dogs. The pussy dogs.
Yeah, exactly. The dogs
God,
God, they have such. This dog's labial folds are out of control.
Have you tried the submachine gun yet?
No, I haven't. I should though. Oh, is that the one that shoots like insanely fast and like uncontrollably so? Okay,
it takes
cool.
a lot of the fear out of the game, so I don't use it that much when I play it. But it's
Let's fucking go.
there's nothing to be scared of now.
Hell yeah.
SJWs and their butt ketamine. There's a monster in this that's just someone's dad.
The monster that's just someone's dad from Silent Hill 2 is probably my favorite Silent Hill monster, and maybe one of my favorite monster designs in general. The abstract daddy is such a good.
Yeah. I think Angela Orozco is like one of my favorite like NPCs in a video game. Her storyline I think is really interesting.
Which one is she? Is she the
she's the one? She's the one that's her dad.
Oh yeah, the one you save from that's the suicidal one that you stop.
And then she's burning building, and she's like, "For me, it's always like this." That's like the most
Oh, that's
Hill
like
line.
maybe the best done scene from like any video game I've ever played. I was like, this is
Yeah.
like some movie quality shit. It just dumb luck that fucking Konami put this shit out. Like,
Recently, Mitski did a video where like she was surrounded by fire, and I was like, "Oh, this is giving me Silent Hill 2 vibes. Like this is Angela vibes."
hell yeah. God, that whole oh, for me it's always like this. Fucking whips
Yeah, I love
ass.
it. Oh my god, one of my friends is in here. Hi.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I love your little shirt. You look like your little like coat thing. You look like April O'Neil. Is that the
I have like a little jumpsuit on.
yeah, that's you're giving me April O'Neil.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm wearing something that like looks really good from the top up, and then I'm just wearing my like Evangelion sweatpants under. Like I'm just
Oh, I love it. I like your fit. I like that you dress like the European guy that women like to have sex with after their first husband. It's a really good look for you.
I mean, I'm basic since I was 18. That was basically me, just dating divorcees, being way out of my depth, not really speaking their language. You know,
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
me
I did a
surrounded
lot
by
of
hot
that.
divorcees. For me, it's always like this.
Damn, the floor's really slippery in this hallway, Angela. We should probably get out of here. Oh, it's always like this. There's J-Lube
Small
all
toilet.
over this fucking place. God.
Until we get to the bakery.
Oh, that's where it's bred.
That's where it is bred. Oh
What?
shit!
I got. Hold on. What?
I forgot that that exists. Take it out. Whip
Yeah.
it out,
Uh,
ma'am. Whip it out.
it is a leopard print lightsaber. It seems. God.
That's like so.
Let's
My God.
fucking go. What? Okay.
I totally forgot that exists.
This whips ass. All right. You love to
Yeah.
see
Fight the pussy face dogs with that.
it.
Did you ever get the Silent Hill 2 ending where it's the dog? That's my favorite ending. To
There's
any
like a
Silent Hill
UFO
game.
comes down and it's a dog. I remember seeing
No,
video.
no, I think that's the three. That's the 3 or the 1 ending. The 2 one is the dog is in like a control room and like controlling everything, and then James comes in there and he's just like, "It was you all along," and breaks down crying, and the dog just licks him.
Oh. God, that's the canon ending to me.
Yeah, that is canon. That's what really happened to James Sutherland.
Guess what it is? It's bread, baby. That's fucking right.
Wait, what did she say? Bread, but
It's bread. But I'm not really hungry, so I guess I don't need to worry about it.
I would if I was in a zombie or like not zombie, but like a place full of hellish monsters, I would definitely take comfort in bread.
Me too.
Like what's his name? Who eats the pizza? Eddie or whatever? Who eats the pizza? And two, it's like there are monsters everywhere. Why are you eating pizza?
I like to. The thing I really like about that is, like, where did he get it? Like, is it that a manifestation of his, like,
It's
psyche?
Nikki.
Yeah, like, James is, like,
Let's
makes all these
party!
horrible monsters. But, Eddie's makes, like, a
Like
single
monsters to
pizza.
you?
What?
I love when Vincent like they look like monsters to you. Oh, hit it with the beam saber. Yeah.
Oh, and he's like, oh, no, fuck with you. Chill, chill, chill. Just kidding. This is what's up. This fucking whips ass.
Getting on its knees when it dies.
God. Sunshine Princess. I love all the like kind of translated names of the stores in this. Like they're translated, but it was like they were making it like this game's for a Japanese audience. We don't they don't gotta read this. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like grammatical. Yeah.
yeah. God, that was the glory days. Those were the good days. Now everything's
Oh,
translated
man.
properly. It's not the same.
This game looks so good to me still. I love it.
It's great. The Silent Hills still all look pretty good because they have like a very distinctive style to them.
Yeah, Silent Hill 3 I think like gets like cinematography and just like I don't know, it gets vibes and style more than a lot of games nowadays.
Yeah. But one of the things that's cool about like the weird like camera angle you don't control, as much as it's weird to play a game like that, is that you can do much more like cinematic work with it in a way that if your player controls the camera, you can't really quite do. And so I think these games hold up very well because of it.
Did you hear about the new game from the creators of Silent Hill?
Yes.
They announced it at the Game Awards. It's got like a really dumb name though, like Head Splitter or something.
Yeah, I'm
like,
trying to remember Spitterhead or something like that.
Let's see,
Someone will say
is
it in the chat as soon as they hear it.
Spitterhead, yeah. This guy is obsessed with like heads that have slits in them.
Slitterhead, that's it. Yeah, he's like a head guy. It's his thing. All right, I have to use the tongs to get the key.
Yeah, if you're like a chill person, then Silent Hill is just some town.
It's just normal.
But if you have like problems, then
If you're toxic, it's toxic.
Heather Mason is toxic. Must remove. See, she took tongs, but she didn't take bread, and that pisses me off.
I would have had a little bread. First, if I was in this bakery in the hell world, like, you're past the point where you gotta worry about stealing, right? So I'd be like, I don't know, I could use a nice pastry.
The question is, like, later on, Vincent is like, oh, they look like monsters to you, fucking with her? Like,
Yeah.
those aren't monsters, those are people. But I'm like, is the bread people? They look like bread to you?
Ah!
He did love Blade too. He was like, Guillermo del Toro knows what he's doing.
See, this is what we call cinematography. Video games don't have this anymore.
Yeah, don't give us control of the camera at all.
Just give me a lightsaber and put a leopard print on it.
I love that you have a little. You're like, no, I'm going to use the beam saber.
It's a leopard print beam saber. How could I not?
Exactly. You're like, I want to get.
It's just something is very primal about. I mean, I'm from New Jersey. If I see a leopard print, I have to engage with it. It's important. It's like part of my culture.
Jersey's great. I love that.
It's, you know.
I don't. Yeah, no, I love that every time she pulls it out, she whips it out too. She does do the motion. She's like.
She's very theatrical. Yes, Celeste, everything in this, all the bad guys in this game are just like penises or vaginas or some combination of both, or like...
Yeah, it's like really everything. The first boss is like a worm that's like dick-shaped but has like a pussy slit. Like not a urethra slit, but like a pussy slit.
Damn. True, the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Penis worm, best of both worlds.
It sounds a little Freudian. This is the rumor, if you play it on hard, you have to know about Shakespeare to beat this puzzle.
What level did we put it on? Is this the Shakespeare one?
It's on normal. Should I pick up line books? Should I just line up the books I picked off the floor? Yeah, I mean, probably.
Yes, Queen, line them up. Like you're in the manga section and you want to put everything back in order.
Yeah, they should do this, but instead it's like a bunch of manga.
Yeah, it's all Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what she would have watched. I was like, it's a bunch of Fruits Basket or something.
It is Fruits Basket. She would she would read Nana, I think. I think she would like just line up all the issues of Nana properly. That's the thing. Heather Mason is like such an interesting protagonist, but we like know nothing. like basically nothing about her personal life except that she lives with her dad and loves her dad and is scared of getting pregnant.
Yeah,
We just know about her past life.
we just know that like her dad is the guy from the. Oh wait, there's something written on the books, huh? All right. Well, time to try to figure this out.
Okay, so it's, you want to put 3 first?
Three
And then-
first. All right.
Yeah, 3 is first because it's going 4, 6, 7, 8 actually.
Ooh, you
So
were
then put
right.
2, 2 maybe.
Let's try two.
Yep. Wait,
Or
no.
scooch these over.
Yeah, scoot those over.
Let's see. This is. I'm guessing this is maybe the combination for the lock. 4, 8.
4, 8, 6.
Let's try it. Just line up all these old, anime DVDs of Outlaw Star because it's 2007.
Yeah, I remember like
Inuyasha. I feel like
I remember on like G4 back in the day they would like there was an episode of like the 5 like weirdest puzzles and games and like I always remember the Shakespeare one being said. This is before we even had YouTube videos. We
What's
just
going
had
on? Where is
G4.
everybody?
I remember G4. I watched a lot of G4 in my youth. I watched a lot of X-Play in my youth.
Play with Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Oh, I love that. That was so good.
I remember the thing I meant
What are you talking about?
the X-Play parody episode of the I didn't learn about it because this club.
Your
Mhm.
power is needed.
How should
There's
I
like a
know?
whole episode. Yeah, I distinctly remember the Attack of the Show episode where they're like, or the week where they were in Tokyo. I recently found it on YouTube and downloaded all of it so I could rewatch it.
Oh, fucking yeah. God, the one that sticks in my brain is, for the longest time, is where they're testing how durable the various consoles are from the generation of like the PS2 in it, and it gets to the point where it's like neither the Xbox or the GameCube are breaking, and so they're just like launching it off the top of the building that they record the show in.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, that whipped ass.
Oh, that was the hand of God. Claudia is so weird. I was trying to think of like if I had an outfit that would match anyone in this game, but there's like 5 people, and I was like, what if I shaved off my eyebrows like Claudia?
Well, then you
Then I
have to
decided,
draw them
no.
back in. Perfect.
I don't get it.
I used to have shaved eyebrows. That was the darkest period in my life. That was the only period of my life where I wasn't hot, and I'm never going back to that.
You see, to me, I like when people shave their eyebrows off because it's like, oh, cool, now I don't have to worry about if you're hot anymore. It makes me, like, because you're not now because you shaved your eyebrows off. Makes it,
I've seen like one person pull it off.
The only person I could think who pulled it off is because they just drew their eyebrows on like a drag queen, like...
Yeah, and I was so bad at drawing them back. Oh, I can't do this. I guess I'll just keep shaving them.
Yeah, whenever people shave, like, that's like one of those ones where, like, when people do it, I'm just like, no, baby. Or someone posts, should I shave my eyebrows off? I'm like,
No.
no, yeah, stop, no.
Unless they're like your enemy and like, or you feel they're too hot, and then in which case, yes.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy, having no eyebrows. I like that, like, every Silent Hill game is all about the protagonist's issues, except Silent Hill 1, which is still about her issues. Like, Harry Mason is just a normal guy who, like, has a wife and found a kid.
Yeah, his only crime is, like, being a dad to a kid that's not his.
Yeah, exactly. The sound design. That little bit.
It's so good. I love the weird music throughout the Silent Hill series is so good. It's just like weird, weird chanting and like metal scraping sounds. It's like these like Tetsuo the Iron Man fucking sounds and shit. It whips ass.
Yeah, it's like a fucking cult. I love it.
So good. Ooh,
Oh, it's that one.
the radio.
See when you're like close to another world.
Oh God. Oh no.
I just appreciate a game that has like a reason why you can't die, like why you keep coming back to life. And Silent Hill 3 is definitely one of those because this like dude is like the like angel of the cult's religion and
Mhm.
like will always bring you back to life after you die somehow.
There are certain places if you die, you see him like collecting your body.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a random chance. Like it won't even happen all the times in those locations. But like I was grinding off screen, redoing an area so I'd have like more health or something. It was something I fucked up and I was like, all right, I need to fix this before we stream. And it happened. That's the only time it's ever happened to me. And I tried to do it on stream. I was like, guys, you gotta see this is crazy. And it just like didn't happen at all. I was just like, oh cool, thanks. I'll just go fuck myself. Ah! Alright. Where's my infinite
There's a
gun?
beam saber.
Come to Track's future podcast with the raid. Thank you guys so much. The hunk ballers have arrived. Hello. Welcome everyone. We're playing Silent Hill 3. We have the TheGayChingy on. Alright, I need this infinite.
Are you gonna kill it? Oh yeah, you're gonna use the unlimited submachine
Yeah,
gun.
I've had enough. Here we go.
My girlfriend just texted me and said hi. Nick says hi.
Oh!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
God, I'm finally free.
Obliterated them. Yeah,
Thank
keep
God.
hitting them with it. Can you aim at all?
I mean, well, it depends what you mean by aim. Can I
Like,
move?
is she just swinging it around wildly
Oh, no,
in the direction you're facing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like moving it around, but I wouldn't say that I'm like doing so with any sort of like sense of purpose.
Yeah. Which feels true to how a 17-year-old girl would handle an unlimited submachine gun.
Whoa, good one of 10. Henshan, both the 5 gift subs. Thank you guys so much. Alright, yeah, see, like, I don't even know how to make it go up versus down. I just start moving. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I can't wait till you get into the sewer. I very.
Oh, it's
A
so,
girl I date now.
God, it's so good.
Yeah, see, New Game Plus is totally worth it. Or extra new game.
This is what the New Game Plus should be like. I'm used to New Game Plus as just being like a more annoying version of the regular game. This is done right.
I feel like you should be able to break every door with your unlimited submachine gun or saber. But I get that it's like a hellscape where things don't make sense.
Where dead doors aren't real, but...
Yeah, I really appreciate that most Silent Hill games have like
Let's party!
characters and then no other humans. I always think that's like a fun thing about them being like a small cast.
It works really well for them.
Yeah, while they still did it. I don't know. I didn't play any of the games after like the original designers left.
Yeah, I played a little bit of 4, which was like the last one the original designers did, but in my opinion, it's kind of where they started to fall off. And after that, they really get pretty rough.
Yeah, my friend Vanessa has been trying to get me to play PT, because she has it on like her PS4, and I really want to play it because it's like Kojima doing like Silent Hill, but I'm like also very, very scared to play it.
It's so good, but they had like the dream team. Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, and Junji Ito worked on it.
Oh, was it Junji Ito on it? I didn't realize that.
It's Guillermo del Toro, Junji Ito, and Hideo Kojima collaborating on the horror short, basically.
So, I love that so much.
It's so fucking good. Like, it's just outrageous how good.
I played most of Death Stranding. Did you play Death Stranding?
I played some of Death Stranding. I'll be honest, I was very confused by the gameplay loop. Like, it wasn't bad, I was just like, I don't know what's going on or what I'm doing, and so I need to give it another proper chance. So how did you like it?
I didn't finish it.
I
I'm
It's so
just
off
not
the
invested
wall.
enough in the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny how it predicted the pandemic, as Kojima is always doing, predicting the future.
Yeah, no,
But
I thought the same thing. I was like, oh wow, so we're in like a future where there's like no one can go outside and it's dangerous to be around other people, and like Amazon delivery drivers are the backbone of the country now. And it was like, it came out, everyone was like, wow, this world is ridiculous. And then like a year later, it was like the actual world everybody lives in.
yeah, how many actors are in it, and then how many non. Like, I love that they have both Guillermo del Toro and Nicholas Winding Refn, but they don't have. They had actual actors do the voice acting for Nicholas Winding Refn, who's the director of Drive, Only God Forgives, and Neon Demon.
Yeah.
And then Guillermo del Toro, like, they're not actually voicing themselves. I always think that's really funny.
Is Guillermo
Oh,
del
is my
Toro
girl?
not voicing himself?
Oh, Goddess Buddy is in here. Hi, honey.
I saw.
That's my girl.
I thought so. I saw. What if my girlfriend noticed me?
Baby, I love you. I was telling Baby how you're always wearing her shirt. Great actress.
I'm so glad.
Giant tit.
I bought a mesh
Oh,
shirt.
man.
I bought a mesh shirt that didn't fit me. It was too big. And I messaged Nix. I was like, "Do you want a mesh shirt?" And she was like, "Yeah." So I sent her the shirt, and I sent her a shirt from the stream too.
Like women. I love when women. So true.
Need pussy from a girl who was a woman.
Getting pussy from a girl who is a woman, getting dick from a girl who is a chick. It's great. Highly recommend. I like how like quiet it is in the game.
It's so creepy.
You eviscerate with your submachine gun, just not even letting them get close.
This is how they intended this game to be experienced, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. So I think you don't get certain endings if you use the unlimited submachine gun, because they're like you have to do multiple playthroughs without it, because it's just too.
It just like makes it not count as a run or something. That's
yeah, it makes
fair.
it not count as a run.
That's fair. I can accept that. Like,
because it's not really survival horror anymore.
no,
at that point.
now it's like a farce. But that's okay. I need to play this off stream so that I can unlock all the magical girl shit and do that.
The magical girl shit is so good. I love it.
It's so good. Have you ever played Clock Tower 3?
I have not.
Oh, it's great. So Clock Tower is like a run and hide kind of horror game, an old PC game. But Capcom bought the rights in the 2000s, and I'm not sure they entirely understood it. So what they kind of made was this game that's like a survival horror magical girl game. You play as this girl, Alyssa, and you have to like help the ghosts who are the victims of the serial killer you're trying to stop. And then when you do, you like get your magical crest lights up, and you get like a magical bow, and you can shoot energy arrows at them, and then you have like a whole magical girl face off. It's really strange. It's fucking whips ass.
That sounds wild.
It's so good.
Those monsters that came up on you right now actually scared me. I was like,
Door's locked.
name too. Like, I think the dogs are called like Split Heads, prelude to Slitter Heads.
He knew he had a vision. He just hasn't exacted it yet. It's like, you know how certain people like just keep making the same piece of media until they get it right, basically. Like,
yeah.
I feel like he's probably just doing one of those.
Double heads. They're called double heads, and then the big ham fleshlight dudes are closers.
The big hands fleshlight dudes.
Well, their heads are like a flashlight, and they have like hands for arms. They're like,
Yeah, no, I understand.
I had to act it out. It was no.
No, you're right. That's the motion that a flashlight makes.
Yeah. And then the things that look like buttholes, like raptor buttholes, are numb bodies.
What are they called?
Numb bodies.
Ooh. I don't know if I've
I
encountered
did.
that.
I did actually forget about. No, those were the little butthole raptors.
Oh,
Those
okay,
like
yeah.
things that. Yeah, those. We've seen those. You just mowed one down a second ago, I think.
Yeah, they're good. They're the guys appear in the very beginning, right? That they're just like a
Yeah,
fucking
those are the
circle,
ones.
like just a hole. Like they look like the discrete fleshlight, the discrete that's just like a hole with no features.
Yeah, they're like an Ona hole.
Exactly. That's what they're based on.
That's exactly what they're based on.
Alright, we need to find the flashlight. I don't remember where the flashlight is in Silent Hill 3. That's fine, we'll find it.
Favorite genders.
Somewhere here. They gotta give me the weird flashlight that they give you in every Silent Hill that is like a fucking rectangle with the light bulb is on the front and it sits in your shirt pocket. It's like not a real, it's like a very common flashlight in video games that nobody has ever actually owned in real life. Turn off the light, maybe I can find something. Yes! There we go.
I know she's young, but she's so hot.
She's a baddie.
Like, even the way they light up the light is still scary. Like, it's supposed to help you, but it just scares me even more.
It just makes everything look scarier. Well, they just turned off all the lights in here afterward, too, because nothing can ever go right.
Wait, didn't you turn off the light, or did you turn it back on?
Does
Does that only affect that room?
I thought it only affected the room, but you know what? Let's just keep it scary. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll soldier on.
Vibe.
I love her fit. It's so good. It's so of its era.
Yeah.
Those
it's
boots,
very 2000s.
like that kind of boot, was everywhere in the 2000s.
The little is she wearing like a denim miniskirt?
She's wearing like a mustard turtleneck with a puffer vest zipped up over it.
A puffer vest hoodie.
Yeah, yes, with a hood, and then like a little skirt, and those boots with the fucking buckle on the side that look like a glorified rain boot that was popular for girls to wear in the 2000s.
No, Pyramid Head isn't in this one. Pyramid Head's in 2.
Yeah.
Let's see. What did you just grab?
I got the bulletproof vest.
Oh, sick. I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, I had to get the flashlight because it was too dark and she couldn't see it before.
I feel like you can still grab stuff in the dark.
That's how I agree, but...
She's incapable.
Yeah, she's like, no, sorry, I don't have... I can't do object recognition. It's too dark. I'm like, are you sure?
Don't worry, there's no Pyramid Head, but there's a giant lady god that's like kind of bloody.
Oh, God.
And sexy. And the nurses are still here. The nurses are like a little bit different each game, I think.
Yeah, they're not sexy in the first game. They're just like creepy nurses. And then you
yeah,
see James's version that's like the boobs are pushed up and fucking...
have you ever seen the movie version of this?
I have. I actually have.
What do you think of it?
I didn't think it was a great movie. I do think that some of the special effects in it are really good. The monster design... Apparently this is one of the later Silent Hills that nobody played, but they put it in that movie. The monster design that's like a spider built out of mannequins that holds like a head together, that it opens up and there's a mouth in there. There's like a very, your classic vaginal mouth that opens this way. That shit whips ass. I was like, this is really cool.
I think it's really interesting that they've made 2 Silent Hill movies, but none of them have been good because, like, you don't really need to do that much. They always add stuff and take stuff away when they turn Silent Hill into a movie, which is so weird because it's kind of like already a pre-made movie that you can like just like
Yeah.
condense. Like I don't know. I think it's funny that Carrie Ann Moss played Claudia.
Oh god, are you talking about the first Silent Hill movie where it's all about how scary and bad women are?
No, I haven't seen the first one, but the like no eyebrows lady is Carrie Ann Moss in the
This is
movie of this
way
one.
too gross.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's her. I'm pretty sure. And
Who would even think
uh,
of doing something so disgusting?
I love this scene.
I love
She
her
looks
looking
directly at the
camera.
camera, goes, "Hello, player. Remember that part from Silent Hill 2?" God, she's so good. I love her so much.
Yeah, I feel like it's like very big enough for a major motion picture, but it was like the 2000s and everything needed to be bigger and grittier, and then like also it had to be 3D. So they were like, well, we're gonna make Silent Hill. Oh man, that one.
Oh man, when 3D
That
when
toilet.
3D came back in the 2000s was such a dark fucking time.
Yeah, rewatching any movie from that period, like I can't like I've wanted to rewatch the remake of My Bloody Valentine, but like I was like, no, I just remember like the pickaxe flying at the camera.
Well, because you have to make like 3D work, you have to do all these really fucking stupid shots of like,
Yeah.
whoa! It's like, God, it's so good.
Oh, I didn't know yeah, I need to watch the first Silent Hill movie. I mean, I probably don't need to, but I want to. Um, I know they put Pyramid Head in it too, even though Pyramid Head is like specific to James's stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're like, it's Pyramid Head. We need to have him. He's the famous one.
Yeah, he's the money maker. You know,
Yeah,
get his face up there.
he'll be the new Michael Myers. He'll be the new
Yeah,
like
exactly.
whatever. I mean, I remember also that period in like anime cons of like 2005 and 2000 between 2005 and 2012, which was when I was still going to anime cons. There were so many pyramid heads, especially on the earlier end. Like
I think it was
pyramid
you
heads
who
were
posted about
everywhere.
how Kanye's wearing colored contacts now, like he goes to anime cons in 11th grade.
Yeah, like he's in an 11th grade or going to an anime con because that's what I did. I had like a neon green contacts wear around, and I was like, because I was also into Marilyn Manson and stuff, so I was just like
I love
very
that.
on that
I
tip.
love to imagine the Marilyn Manson anime con era Chiggy. It's very good. That's okay. I owned a bullet belt when I was 16, so.
Oh my God. Pyramid Head signing a deal with Toblerone or Silent Hill signing a deal with Toblerone. Um, but yeah, Silent Hill 3 has like actually some known actors in it because it has, I think Sean Bean plays Harry. Doesn't
Really?
Sean Bean play Harry?
Sean Bean?
And then they, and then they had Jon Snow, Jon Snow's actor, I always forget his name, play Vincent, but he's like a teen who's like a love interest for Heather instead of being like an older dude who is like a priest at the cult who's not that into the cult. I don't know. I think they make good movies on their own without having all these additions.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's the problem with when they adapt video games into movies, though, is they always fuck with them too much, and then people don't like them because they don't want that. Like that, you know.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it is Carrie Ann Moss. Okay, cool. Oh, she actually looks kind of hot.
Without the
I don't.
eyebrows?
A little bit. She like kind of pulls it off.
Is she
I
pulling it off, or is she
would.
just hot enough to look good in spite of it?
Let's see. I think she might look good in spite of it because she's like really deathly too. Like she's got like a. In one picture she looks good, in the next I'm like, no, that is not. That is not it.
This is not never, actually.
But it's Carrie Ann Moss. I just sent it to you in Discord.
Oh hell
I
yeah.
don't know how.
Yeah, I would say that looks like a solid pulling it off in spite of it.
Oh my god, your nails look great, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
I need to go to the salon soon. Nick gave me one that I should go to, but I haven't had time. I'm so busy with my busy schedule.
Well, you have
I've just been watching movies all the time.
important project. Well, it's like I'm having Will Medeker, friend of the stream, on next week. We're playing Deadly Premonition, so I need to like know about Twin Peaks. So like every day, like for work, I sit down and watch like 2 straight fucking hours of Twin Peaks every single day for like the last 3 weeks. So I understand.
Like that's one thing about Geeks. Watching like the early seasons is so hard. Like because you have to watch like every premiere for the first 2 seasons is like 2 hours. So anytime I try to get someone into Twin Peaks, they're like, "Is this still going?" And I'm like, "Yes, it's still going. Just watch. Just sit and watch."
The first episode of Twin Peaks is an hour and a half long, and it feels like it's 12 hours long. After that, it really starts to pick up. I was just like, oh my god. They're introducing even more white people. I can't keep track of all these people. Like,
how deep in the show are you now?
I am on episode 7, I think, of season 2. So I'm not that deep in it. I'm still digging my way through.
Barry killed Laura Palmer.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, after you're about to get to the point where it gets really hard to watch after like they like figure out Laura's mystery. But then when you get to season 3, it's all worth it. Season 3 is so good.
Yeah, I heard it drags a little bit in the back half of season 2, but I think I'm prepared to take that risk on if I have to.
The only good video game movie is Mortal Kombat. No, Advent Children is great. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children rules.
So not a take I expected to hear. I saw that in theaters when that came out.
It's awesome. I love it. It's full of like leather-clad motorcycle twinks. It's great.
When you put it
yeah,
that way.
I wrote an article forever ago about how Advent Children is like the 20th anniversary or something. No, it's 15th anniversary. About how it's like the Donnie Darko of like anime, live action CG anime follow-up to like critically acclaimed video games.
Okay, no, go on.
And I like my relationship with it has changed over the years where like when I was like a teen, I thought it was so cool. And then when I was like an early adult, I was like, this is so dumb. And now that I'm in my late 20s, I'm like, this is beautiful.
You know what? We're back to the first thing again. I think it whips ass again. Yeah, I saw that in theaters. I was like, I don't know if this is good.
So like, it's about. I hate when people say this about movies because most movies are this, but it is about trauma. Because at the end of Final Fantasy VII, like, the world has been destroyed, and you're like, oh, we saved the day, but it's like, no, you kind of didn't. Everybody's still, like, dealing with feelings about what happened, and things are still kind of shitty.
Fuck! I was thinking of Final Fantasy The Spirits Within, the other Final Fantasy feature film. Advent Children I liked. Advent Children whipped ass, I thought. Like, yeah, it's corny, but that's fine. Like, all you need to see is Cloud's, like, you know, nubile little body whipping around his big sword, and I'm like, it's great.
Yeah, he has, like, a sword that's actually 9 swords. I love it.
they really, like, they're like, we're freed from, like, the concept of video game mechanics. How much anime bullshit can we just heap onto these characters? And they really do. It kicks ass.
There's, like, that piano version of the main, like, theme when Tifa fights one of those triplets, and it's so good. Like one of the Sephiroth clones. It's so good.
Have you played the Final Fantasy VII remake that came out like last year?
I have.
It's so good. The soundtrack is so fucking good. They like the orchestral scores of everything. It whips ass.
I don't know that I'll ever play it again, but I enjoyed what I played.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's so cinematic. Driven, and it's like kind of slow. I wouldn't blame you for not playing it again, but it was real. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's like the open world stuff doesn't like super work for me because it's very much not an open world. But they're like, you have to go do this stuff, or else you're not going to get this sword for later in the game. And I'm just like, okay.
It's got like a
I'm
Yakuza.
not,
It's got like a Yakuza thing going on. The game Yakuza.
yeah, but Yakuza doesn't like hold that much stuff behind like you have to do the side quest or else. It's like I think what's fun about Yakuza is that it's like virtual tourism. Like you're just going around and like playing little games for like no reason other than they're fun.
Yeah.
But oh my god, they've done a Fist of the North to Yakuza. It was really good. They should do a Midgar one. That would be awesome. Sega, hit up Square Enix.
God, that would be excellent. I mean, they kind of basically made that with the Final Fantasy VII remake, but not
Did
quite.
you play? Did you play Yakuza 7?
I played some
Like
of
a
Yakuza
Dragon?
7 and I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. I really liked the new protagonist a lot. I think he's much more engaging than Kiryu. Ichiban.
I love Kiryu and I love Ichiban. Ichiban, I think I like more. Yeah, I played an embarrassing amount of darts in Yakuza, but more than that, I've like stayed up playing like I love the poker in Yakuza because you're just playing poker and it's not like you don't have to wait like in Red Dead 2 where like you have to go through the whole cutscene of everybody handing out the cards. You just like do it, put your stuff down, no nonsense poker. Yeah, Yakuza 7 is probably tied for my favorite Yakuza game, along with Yakuza 0.
I love Yakuza 0. That was the first one I played. I love that one so much. I just love, well, I love, like Japanese pop music from the 80s. I love city pop, and there's so much, just like everything city pop in that game. I was like, this whips ass.
Karaoke songs are so fun.
Yes, they are. I was playing a couple of the songs from it on the stream the other day, just for background music. I was playing Friday Night and like Judgment and 24 Hour Cinderella. It's so
Yeah.
good.
What's I'm trying to remember what my favorite one is. Probably Judgment. Judgment was because it's the one you have to play as part of the like intro in Yakuza 0.
That one's really good.
And, like a butterfly, where it's like there's a rap part to it, and like Kiryu has to like rap along. He's like, fly, fly, like a butterfly. Like it's like.
I don't know. I remember that one.
And he wears like shutter shades or something.
Oh my god, they're all so good. I love the my favorite is 24 Hour Cinderella, which is like the idol song that fucking Majima sings.
I love you.
Yes, that one.
You love me.
It even has like the fucking idol break where the Mina. It's so fucking good. It's like a middle-aged man. It's whips ass. He's so fucking gay.
Yeah, we love Majima.
Majima's my favorite.
As an adult, I've stopped.
As an adult, you stopped what?
I stopped trying to dress like video game characters most of the time.
Yeah.
But, which is kind of a lie because my entire style is like I dress like I'm in a JRPG. But or I dress like very much a Yakuza shirt.
Yeah, no, you're dressed basically like characters dressed in Yakuza 0.
Yeah, like I've stopped trying to dress like a Yakuza character, and then I have like right behind me I have my gold pajama. Like,
Oh hell fucking yes.
and, one of the things I've always really wanted is the what's it called? Is Majima's jacket. The like snake skin jacket is so good.
He's so God, I love it. Do I have the thing to get this down? I know I have to go up here.
What is it? What is the thing to get it down? Is it like I can't
Don't
remember.
remember. Like a
What do you
fire ice
have?
poker or something? I certainly don't have anything it looks like would be good for getting it. I have the pendant, the bleach, bulletproof vest. No.
I
Coat
don't.
hanger. Is that what I need? I see.
Don't,
That one, of course,
okay.
it's the coat hanger because everything's about fucking pregnancy or killing yourself in this game. course it's a coat hanger.
That's a great description of me.
It's like, Kingy looks like the obscure character takes a shitload of weird items to use correctly, so they give up. And all the long-term fans keep screaming for her to be in Smash. This is true. That's just actually accurate to you. Alright, let's go find this hanger.
Appreciate that.
Anytime.
Yeah, I get why people tend to like 2 more than, like, Silent Hill 2 more than Silent Hill.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think it's, like, just because, like, I can't relate to the story of a guy. I can't relate to the story of a guy. No, I can't relate to the story of a guy who, like, his wife, whatever. Like, but I can relate to Heather's story aside from the cult. Relate to the cult.
No, I agree. I mean, I think the James one is very effective because you don't get the delivery that he's a weird, creepy guy until really late in the game, so it gives you time to identify with him. But he's just such a fucking creep. Whereas
Yeah,
I find
and, like,
Heather, like, very immediately relatable.
Yeah, like, when I first started playing this game when I was, like, 19, I think there were things about Heather that, like, irritated me, and because they reminded me of myself.
She's
And
annoying,
I
but of course
feel like,
she's annoying. She's a teen girl. Like, that's, like, part of being a
yeah,
teen girl, is, like, just being annoying, you know? It's
yeah,
their
and then, like,
God-given right.
everything in her life is, like, if I was a teen girl going through what Heather's going through, I would be exactly like Heather. Like, she's just like me.
She's just like me for real. Where'd the hanger at?
Wouldn't it be one of the clothing stores?
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm gonna throw it in reverse and go there. So what have you published recently in your freelancing game?
The last thing I published was at Mel, I think. I don't know. Let me check. I don't remember. Oh, I just turned on my phone. I can hear that I'm a little bit.
Yeah, your mic has been fluctuating in volume a little bit. I'm not sure if there's something on your end that could have caused that.
I didn't do anything differently, so I'm not sure.
Alright. Well, it sounds okay
Oh
now.
god, now
What?
it just sounded too loud to me all of a sudden.
Oh, no, it sounded great on our end. When you leaned back,
Great.
you cut out again.
Great. I will be loud and by my computer.
Very
Great.
good. Yeah, everyone's saying you should probably just put the microphone in your mouth.
The microphone is my laptop.
Fucking open wide. Here it is. We've done it. Oh, I can't see it because of no flashlight. Now I can see it.
Yeah, I don't have good sound equipment because I don't stream. This is my first time streaming ever. I also don't have any lighting equipment or anything, but I'm glad it sounds better when I'm near my computer. I don't remember what I was saying.
You were telling us about what you had written. You said the last thing I think was for Mel, and then you were like, let me check, because I actually don't remember.
And then I never checked because my sound was weird. Let's see. To Muckrack, which is like a journalism like compendium of what journalists have written at which sites recently, even though I don't consider myself a journalist at all, I'm just someone who writes things. The most recent thing I wrote was about Gumby and Gumby memes, which was about the time I was like, I can't do this job anymore because it took me Yeah, I was like, I can't.
I can't write this Gumby
I
art.
don't. Yeah, I was like, I can't think of like why people should care about these Gumby memes. But before that, I had a really good week where I was writing. I wrote about how my girlfriend is spin doming me because I bought $500 worth of Criterion Blu-rays and then hid them, and how my finances have never been better since my girlfriend has started spin doming me. I wrote about the movie Possession. Have you ever seen Possession?
Yes, I have seen Possession. Will actually recommended me that last time he was on. It fucking whips ass.
Yeah, I saw it. I wrote about the re-release of it and like how like everybody's like, oh, it's a movie about tentacle stuff, worse in a way that's like really cool and like I feel like the tentacle stuff is like the least demented part of Possession. Like the whole movie is just like
Yeah.
so uncomfortable.
Oh god, it's so and it's like 2 uncomfortable movies worth of movie. Like I remember watching it and being like, wow, this is getting pretty fucked up. I must be getting into like the 3rd act of this. I was like, no. I was like fucking halfway through maybe.
Yeah, the part where like she puts the like meat slicer next to her neck and then he like puts it on his arm and she's like, it doesn't hurt. And he's like, no, it doesn't.
God, it's so good.
Like so intense. And then I wrote the new Chucky show and a defense of the movie The Seed of Chucky, which I think is the best Chucky movie.
Do you? Really? What?
It has double Jennifer Tilly, and Jennifer Tilly is the reason I'm gay. So
That's fair. I mean, Chucky's definitely one of the gayer primary horror franchises too.
it's interesting because like 3 of the like big horror franchises of the 90s and 80s were like headed by like queer men. Like Kevin Williamson did Scream. He wrote Scream.
Mm-hmm.
Scream movies, but Scream 3, which is the bad one. I haven't seen the new Scream yet. And then John Mancini, Chucky, like literally every Chucky movie John Mancini did,
Mm-hmm.
which is like so unheard of in horror.
Oh yeah.
And then what's the guy who did Hellraiser?
Clive Barker.
Clive Barker.
Yeah, Clive Barker's a movie about how fucking Clive Barker wanted like leather daddies to manhandle him, but he was scared. Basically.
I did watch the Chucky show. Chucky show was one of the few things I watched last year. Chucky show and Succession and like The White Lotus. It's not bad. I think the scene from it is really funny, where it's just like the one that got memed, where it's just like, you know, I have a queer kid. And it's just like, you have a kid, gender fluid.
I'm not a monster.
I'm not a monster, Jake. Yeah, I thought the show was like pretty good for the first half and like okay in the second half. I like that Jennifer Tilly's in it. I'm never gonna say no to anything Jennifer Tilly's in.
Just the more Jennifer Tilly I get to have, the better. I love her so much.
But I thought it was funny that people were like, oh wow, Chucky's like very queer all of a sudden. And it's just like, well, if you watch Seed of Chucky, which is like, a lot of people hate Seed of Chucky, but I think it's like, I don't think it's a bad movie at all. I think it's just like a different direction than most people were expecting for the franchise to take. But like, I think John Mancini also recognized that like the more familiar people become with a slasher, like the less scary they get. Which is why later Freddy movies, he's like very funny, and Chucky becomes funnier in Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky. And like, I love that. Think about this. What's the name of the guy who plays Chucky? I always forget his name. It's killing me.
The original guy or Mark Hamill?
No, original guy. He's in Lord of the Rings.
Brad Dourif? Dourif?
Brad Dourif.
Dourif, that's it.
Right after shooting, I think, the Twin Towers or Return of the King, Brad Dourif and Billy Piper? The guy who plays, I don't remember his name. The guy who plays Pippin, both left Lord of the Rings to be in Seed of like stopped being in Lord of the Rings after it ended and went to shoot Seed of Chucky. Like that's the movie that the two of them made together after that, and I love that.
That whips ass. I mean, but like let's be real though. Like you know that like making Seed of Chucky was probably a blast, right?
Yeah, they
Just
shot
the
it all in,
script
like,
for that movie,
Hungary
like
or
every
something.
scene is like, oh, well now this happens. It's like, oh, fucking cool. Like, God.
Yeah, it's like, what's his fucking name? Billy Boyd. Billy Boyd is this Pippin, who was always my favorite Hobbit personally, because he always just wants to. He's a little heathen. Yeah, Seed of Chucky's a really fun comedy. It's just like not what people were expecting from a Chucky movie.
Yeah. But like, how many
I like
like?
that John Waters asked to be. He went out of his way to.
He asked to be?
Yeah, he was like, "I love the Chucky movies. Can I please be in Seed of Chucky and get killed?" by
God,
Chucky?"
I love that. That rules. Is he in Seed of Chucky?
Yeah, he's a reporter.
Oh shit!
He's like a tabloid journalist.
I haven't seen any of the Chucky movies in so long.
He gets his face melted with acid.
Oh, that whips ass. So they still do the slasher stuff in it then, to some degree.
Yeah, there's still plenty of kills, and also Redman's in it as a fictionalized version of himself. Yeah, John Waters' name in it is Pete Peters.
That checks out, yeah. That's what John Waters' character would be named in a Chucky movie. What's Redman's fucking fictionalized version of himself's name? Or is he just Redman?
He's Redman. Redman is Redman. But Redman is breaking into film, and he's making a movie about Jesus. This role was originally pitched to Tarantino, and he turned it down. But Jennifer Tilly wants a change in her career because she's acting in a movie about Chucky, and
Yeah.
she's just like, I don't want to do these stupid movies anymore. I want something like legitimate, and it's Jennifer Tilly as Jennifer Tilly.
Really?
And yeah, Jennifer Tilly as Jennifer Tilly, and then Jennifer Tilly as Tiffany, which I'm like two Jennifer Tillys, amazing, love that.
God. They really just let everybody they knew be in that movie as themselves.
Yeah, it's so fun. Jennifer Tilly, yeah, she like wants to play Mary Magdalene, or no, she wants to be the Virgin Mary.
Okay.
She's like, I am perfect to play the Virgin Mary. I can't do a good Jennifer Tilly. I wouldn't even try. Yeah, it's great. It's a great movie. And the show's pretty good. Devon Sawa's in it. My good friend Devon Sawa. He followed me on Twitter, and now I'm always just like, oh, friend of the show, Devon.
My good buddy, yeah. You just get to well, that's just part of the pleasure of being somebody who spends too much time on Twitter, is you get to name drop all the people who follow you.
Like star of Idle Hands and close personal friend of mine, Devon Sawa. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You mean my good friend?
Dude. Oh man, these sounds are so weird.
It's so good. The like nightmare escalator sound. It's like clearly
Jennifer
not
Tilly
actually an escalator sound.
Jennifer Tilly should be in the new Silent Hill, or Slitterhead.
They should absolutely. I agree with that. Yeah, because there's not gonna be a new Silent Hill because they just make pachinko machines now.
Right, they do. Yeah, there's the new Metal Gear Solid pachinko machines and all that.
That's so.
I mean, I think Devon Sawa just got old. That's what happens when you get old and don't get Botox. Like,
looks leathery.
oh, sounds. Oh. Yeah, that's creepy.
So yucky in here.
Just immediately blowing things away, Barry.
Oh, you know how I do. I love
like,
how Silent Hill's like main thrust, besides the monsters, is like, what if you had to go someplace that was really yucky and you didn't have like.
And you had to touch everything without gloves.
So much of Silent Hill is like, you gotta like, well, there's a key. Unfortunately, it's under this pile of bloody old adult diapers. Will you reach for it? And it's the only way to proceed. So you're like, oh, okay,
What if the world was as yucky as possible? That's Silent Hill.
Yeah, FK Ultra 64 the chat says it's a world where everything is a gas station bathroom. It truly is.
Yeah, the other laugh. The only girl boss that matters. I don't know if you've ever watched Godzilla movies, but Mothra.
Oh, yes! I mean, I'm familiar with Mothra. I haven't seen any in ages, but...
You're like, I'm familiar with her work.
I am, you know... I'm familiar with her centerfold work.
Yeah, Queen.
How do I...
Oh,
Okay.
walnut.
What? Yeah, I was about to say, what cracks the walnut? A jewel inside?
No, that's not. That's special.
Yeah.
Combine the pendant with the walnut. Oh, don't actually.
I
Oh,
disagree.
don't actually.
Alright,
Yeah,
time to
it's
go
just a
find a way
world
to
where
crack a nut.
It's a world where all the dishes have been left out, and none of your roommates want to clean them.
Yeah.
Oh, the dog.
They're all
gross
they're all
dog.
like old like tuna casserole dishes too. Something that
Be
just gets
honest.
really yucky after. God.
Be honest, if there was no bread in this world, would you eat that dog?
If there was no bread in this world, would I?
It doesn't look awful.
I like that it's full of obviously when this was made originally it was a lot lower res, but I like that its stomach is just like a bunch of squares on the table. I would have one of the like dog Turkish delights. I think I would give it a shot.
Tell us in the chat if you eat the dog.
Yeah, if you would shout it out in the chat if you would eat the dog.
There's nothing wrong with eating dogs. It's just that dog is a hell dog. I always get mad when I'm playing Red Dead 2 that I can't eat dogs. That's the only reason I never kill dogs in Red Dead 2 is because I should be able.
You can't eat dogs in Red Dead 2?
So there are three animals in Red Dead 2 that you can't skin and eat.
Okay.
Cats, regular dogs, and horses. Which I think is unrealistic. If it's the West and I'm like,
if you're starving, yes.
I'm gonna eat someone's dog. Simple as that. Like.
Yeah, or like a horse. A horse is a lot of meat. Like.
Yeah, I should be able to put down my horse and skin it and sell its hide. I think that's unreasonable. Oh yeah,
Time to watch some more unimaginable horrors beyond our comprehension. Oh yeah.
It looks like there was lettuce under the dog, so they're giving you like a balance.
Yeah, exactly. It's garnished. It's a nice, you know.
Yeah. Like, so, I want to imagine like the monster that like I don't think it materialized. I think that was place set, and like a monster came in with its big ham arms and did it.
Is it the plating for it?
Yeah, did the plating. I'm like, one of those monsters worked back of house and had to plate that. And then the chef monster was like, this looks like dog shit. Which is what my chef always said to me when I was a butcher.
It's like, the food looks good at first, and they're like, no, this is no good. You have to make it look yuckier.
They're like, but what about the garnish? And they're like, you can keep the garnish.
It's a compromise.
86 roast dog.
Did you put the dog in for table 3 yet? Ooh, shit.
Open table. Someone's got open table app open for this mall. Heather, she runs behind. Start behind.
Roast dog or Esparro? Well, I've talked about this before. Everyone makes fun of Esparro because one of our prominent mods is a New Yorker, but outside of New York, even Esparro falls above like a lot of the pizza in the middle part of America. Like, if
Is
you
it
ever got a
Esparro or
slice,
is it Sparrow?
Sabaro.
Not to be Italian, but is it Sparrow?
Yeah,
I thought it was Sparrow.
It's Sabaro, yeah.
Not to be a quarter Sicilian.
I like to, yeah. No, but like outside of like the coasts, like I got a pizza in Pittsburgh one time, I was like, this is the worst food I've ever eaten in my entire life. Like, I'd much rather have gotten a slice of Sabaro pizza. Not to be yeah, you'd ever regret being Italian.
I kind of regret being a little bit Italian. I'm much more proud of being Chinese and Filipino than I am of being Italian. You ever been to the California Pizza Kitchen? That's my cousin Greg impression. They have a chicken linguine that is to die for.
Is this a real guy, or are you making this up?
Have you not watched Succession?
No, I'm not in Succession.
That's cousin Greg on Succession. Nicholas.
Oh, gotcha.
He's like 6'6". I know he's taller than Lee Pace because I edited a picture of Lee Pace being tiny next to him. But
oh, I know
yeah,
he's bigger
like...
on account of I made a picture where he looked small.
Well, no, I made that because of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's good pizza in the Midwest. Isn't there, like, there's Chicago pizza, there's Detroit pizza. I like California pizza.
Detroit's got a weird pizza. It's good, but it's a weird pizza. Detroit?
Yeah, it's weird. There are some in my freezer because my roommate is from Michigan, I think.
Where's Detroit? No, yeah, Michigan, that's correct.
Cold pizza is very good.
All I think about is that the video of that place in Pittsburgh that like cooks pizza but then puts cold cheese and toppings on their regularly cooked pizza. It's yeah, no, and they asked them like, so why do you do that? They're like, oh, we don't fucking know. It was can't believe it. Somebody. It's not even just because this cold pizza is okay. It's like if you have a pizza that's cooked and it becomes cold, that's a perfectly fine meal. To like purposely prepare a pizza in a normal way, like half of it, and then just to like haphazardly place a bunch of unmelted shredded cheese and toppings atop it, which is what they do, is absolutely deranged thing for a human being to do.
Chicago and eat normal non-deep dish pizza sounds fake.
Is that? Yeah, I don't believe that. I kind of just assume Chicago is... It's like, you know, as someone from Philadelphia, I eat nothing but pretzels and cheesesteaks for every single meal, forever. And I assume that it's the same way there, where they just... Whoa! You just jump off of that, apparently.
15 people said they would eat the dog.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
93%. Just one person said no. Take a walk on the wild side.
You know, Philadelphia sounds pretty cool. I like to say I've been considering it when I've just been like, oh, there's so many hot girls who I follow in Philadelphia. Maybe I should move there since I hate LA. I've been considering it.
Philadelphia's got like the highest per capita gender non-conforming people in the country or something like that.
Philadelphia, girls from Philadelphia remind me of girls from Oakland, which is where I used to live and is the place I'm most comfortable. And that's hot to me. Girls that, like, there's a girl I saw on Tinder who's visiting from Philly. And I was just like, she looks like she's from Oakland and listens to Ragana. I would hang out with this girl.
I saw Ragana at a house show in Philly.
Oh, man. Remember Ragana?
Yeah, I do remember Ragana. Ragana whips ass.
Remember 2014?
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Unfortunately, I do, but God, they whip ass. They're so good.
Yeah, that's like what I call like a certain type of like kiss punk girl. Like they look like they listen to rock.
Yeah. Is that just your shorthand for that?
Yeah, Ragana is like they have that Ragana pussy or Ragana dick. I mean, hot girls with guns are fine. I know hot girls with guns here. I'm like not crazy about real guns. See, I like Heather with a gun though.
Yeah, it works for Heather.
Yeah.
There's a menu on the wall. Look at this one. Oh, they're not gonna let me read the menu. Come on. Driving me nuts.
Yeah.
You gotta let me read the menu if you tell me that it's a restaurant.
Yeah, of the like many like sex workers, like hot girl cinephiles, and like who I follow. It seems like a lot of them live in Philly, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, like so many. Philly is a very very much full of those kinds of girls.
Thriving.
To the point where I was at my laser hair removal place recently, and I walked out of the fucking back room after getting my butthole brutally lasered by my favorite MILF, and the fucking receptionist was somebody who watched the stream. I was like, ah, hi! Like,
Just walking the street?
yeah! I had sold them a shirt!
Getting as someone who is part Italian, I want to get full body laser hair removal.
It's fun. If you like to have, ladies with really nice eyebrows just, like, brutalize your body all over. Which is pretty much what the laser experience is.
I've had laser done on my arms and on my face, but I haven't had it done anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Face is so rough, because, again, I have, like, really dark and Sicilian. So, like,
Yeah.
ski care is, like, it hurts so bad.
I have had it done on my face, my bikini line, so I understand.
I imagine it would be really intense with your bikini line.
It's a lot. It's certainly a lot. It's very, very, more than I expected, but I like the result, so it's worth it still. Yeah, it's, it's like getting a tattoo, where it's like, it sucks when it's happening, but it whips ass in the long run.
Yeah, I imagine it's a lot more tolerable if a MILF is calling you a good girl, while,
My laser girl laughed at me and told me I make cute sounds. I was like, you can't say that to me.
Yeah, I feel like I want to get my legs, my bikini line, and like my face done, because my eyebrows growing way too thick too, and like chin hairs are annoying.
You're gonna get your eyebrows done? Bold.
Yeah, I have. If I don't pluck my eyebrows every day, like I have that level of focus, and I've never had to use again.
Oh, this is where you gotta make fucking get a chlorine bomb in the middle of the room for some reason.
Oh my god, I forgot that that's a thing. That's wild.
It's so good. This why this game whips ass. You're just doing all like combine. Yes.
Where Peggy like gets a job at the newspaper, and like she like gets a job like making helpful home hints, but like she like steals them all from Min, and then Min stops giving them to her because she stops giving her the crossword or something.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, you should mix chlorine, or she's like, you should mix chlorine and bleach, and then Hank's like, that's mustard gas. Wait, let me do my Hank Hill impression. Wait. Peggy, that's mustard gas. Oh.
Holy shit, that was actually really good, Hank Hill.
That's like one of the 3 impressions I can do. Hank Hill, Teen Garibaldi.
Why is your Hank Hill so good? It was like...
I used to do pickles for Metalocalypse, but oh,
God, yeah, that your Hank Hill's impeccable. What a treat.
oh.
I like it.
Yeah, drop in the chat what you want to hear Hank Hill say. Dang it, Heather.
I like the one where where Peggy becomes... I forget who she's friends with. I think it's like a stripper or something, and dresses her up all sexy. Hank's like, oh, I like it a lot.
Oh yeah, she becomes friends with a stripper, and she becomes friends with some drag queens. And then it's like, she can't figure out why these other women. She's like, wow, these women have the same size feet as me because she has huge feet.
Oh yeah, no, I know about that. Those stompers, baby. I've seen the videos.
Are you watching Evangelion, Bobby? I sell gay sex and gay sex accessories.
God.
I have a submissive and breathable urethra.
Kurt?
I have a submissive and breathable urethra. I'm not gonna say that now. Do I look like I know what a pussy is? Man, this sound design is so good. Oh, those are like the scrapers.
They're so...
That's what those ones.
Yeah, what are they supposed to be, even?
Yeah, those are like one of the rare non-pussy or dick-related things.
She's scared. She's scared of like 1 or 2 other things besides dicks. It's like mostly she's scared of dicks.
They're kind of like coat hangery. Let's go look at them again.
Well, you know, let's just do that.
Is it gone? No, it isn't.
No, it's still here. They hang out. It's like a bound person who like moves on just like 2 metallic spikes. God, the designs in these games whip ass. I follow the... I'm blanking on his name. I follow the like monster designer from the first couple Silent Hill games on Twitter. It's always... God, it's always a pleasure to see his work.
And Kill, but he's in Silent Hill. Oh no, you're... Oh no.
You can fall off the edge of this?
Fall in. Yeah, you can fall off the edges. I was very worried. I was like, no.
I'm so used to playing Resident Evil where they're all just technically invisible walls and you can like run along them. Not how it works in this one. Ah!
Just done fucking like, no, keep everything away from me.
I've had enough. I've had enough. Oh, another yucky room.
I think King of the Hill is probably... I think it's like... It was shorter than The Simpsons, but like, the thing about King of the Hill is like, I love The Simpsons, but like, King of the Hill didn't have one that season. Like, there was never more than like 1 wasted episode a season, and it's just like...
It's all me.
It made you care. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, King of the Hill's so good.
It holds up so well, and like Hank Hill is a Republican, but he's not a dick.
Oh yeah.
It's like he like likes George Bush, but he doesn't actually realize that like politicians are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't realize, and then when he does, he's like, shock, disappointment, oh, disappointment. Like he's just, like, I don't know. I love Hank Hill.
He's
I
great.
think he's, like, for the most part, a pretty good dad, aside from like.
I think he's a very
occasional...
good dad, all things considered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what are we doing with the walnut?
We're cracking the walnut.
Well, that's not a nutcracker, but it's... Yeah.
Yeah, we got the moonstone out of the bite. You know how you do that.
I'm always leaving my moonstones in my walnut.
God. How lesbian of you. I'm just carrying my moonstones around with me. Where we go? I have no idea where the moonstone goes on this.
On the moon wall, the door that was a moon on it.
You know, I probably should have puzzled that one out myself. But I absolutely didn't, so thank you very much. And you're almost, you have to be right. I'm gonna head back that way.
Yeah, the door that has like a moon on it, that's gonna get you to the like next. You'll finally get like a cutscene again after that. It was near a save spot. I always remember.
Yeah,
Oh God, scrapers.
it's on the
I
floor
like
above
that the
us.
scrapers. I like that the scrapers kind of have their own music.
Yeah, they have like a special grinding sound that everything is just a grinding sound in this game. It's so good. Stand aside.
Oh, that's who's working back of house. Oh,
Yeah.
to your side, your other side.
Just spraying everything.
I agree with that about Hank Hill. I like that about Hank Hill. I just like. I think Mike Judge is like definitely underrated. He made a show a couple of years ago called Tales from the Tour Bus, which was like rotoscope about. The first season was about country, and the second season was about funk, and it just like told stories about like not Hank Williams, but um, like Johnny Paycheck and Parliament Funkadelic. It was a really cool show, and I just
Ooh.
think all his shows are really good.
That sounds good.
I know he had that
Where
one
did
that
you see
didn't
that
do
on?
very
Where's
well.
that at?
I think it was maybe IFC. I think it might have been IFC. I'm not entirely sure though.
Ooh, I'll have to check that out. That sounds good. Tales from the Tour Bus?
Yeah, yeah, Tales from the Tour Bus. It's all interviews with people from each of those like scenes.
I'm gonna write it down on a notepad because I'm 1,000 years old and I still do that.
Yeah, there's like they interview George Clinton and Bootsy Collins and like oh yeah, there's stuff about Jerry Lee Lewis, George Jones and Tammy Wynette, Waylon Jennings. They talked to Waylon Jennings' son, Shooter. Um, there's like an episode about Morris Day and one about Bootsy Collins and Rick James. It's great.
Ooh. Oh god, I love the Rick James one is probably great because Rick James was such a fucking character in his day.
Yeah, Rick James is something. Yeah, most of his movies are like a lot more mid than his TV shows, I think.
Some people
Not Rick James.
yeah, Rick James's TV show work, you know.
I love Rick James as a showrunner. Where is that moon door? I feel like it's near.
We just went through it.
Oh, we did?
Baby,
Great. I
baby
was
girl.
reading the chat. I was reading chat for a second. You can call me baby girl any day. Where's the cutscene where we meet our noir detective again? When do we?
We need need an extremely sloppy looking man in a fedora.
I want him to call you a dame. Oh, now we're gonna fight the dick worm, the dick pussy worm, the dussy worm.
Every day I fight the dick pussy worm. For me, it's always
worm.
like this.
For me, it's always like this. I'm gonna start saying that whenever I'm like doing ketamine or something. I'm just like, for me, it's always like whenever I'm having sex. For me, it's always like this. We're like really dejected.
And as soon as you feel it around your wrist, it's always like this.
They them dick pussy worm. The dick pussy, the dusty worm is they them. I wish I could watch like Daria on streaming, but I only ever want to watch the one that has the original music in it, which I arged, you know.
Did they change the music in the re-release of it?
Yes, they did. They made it like it's like a stream. They like removed all the music that like is like copyrighted or
Whoa!
whatever. Yeah, they did.
That's crazy. That's so weird. You think a brand like that would be able to just get the music again, but ah man, wow.
This really is like Blade 2 vibes. Like Blade 2 with those those splitter heads.
Yeah, it is. I really enjoyed.
Oh my god, the way it moves. Oh, but the texture on it is so cool.
Oh, it's so good. I really love. I'm glad you mentioned Blade because I really love Blade's depiction.
Wait, is it over?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It just died.
It's the shopping mall, just like before.
I forgot about.
Am I back?
It just died. But I was about to say that I really like Blade, the series, a lot because I like to picture the vampires as like bald guys who sit in a room by themselves and listen to Jungle. I think it's a really fun, it's a fun depiction of vampires you don't see very often. It's like, every time Blade's, like, fucking up a guy, it's either he's in a room full of guys, all listening to Jungle, or it's one guy in a chair in an empty room just fucking listening like it's kicks ass. I was like, this is great.
Trinity Truther. That's like one of the like controversial like bad movies that I like think is really fun. I love Blade Trinity because it has Parker Posey as a vampire.
Yeah.
I think she's really. I think goth Parker Posey with fangs is really sexy.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, Blade 3 is bad. I think about it this way: without Blade 3, we wouldn't have Deadpool, which is a good thing. I don't think that should have happened. But without Blade 2, we wouldn't have Death Stranding. Because Guillermo del Toro, with Norman Reedus for the first time, and I imagine Norman Reedus was introduced to Hideo Kojima through Guillermo.
It checks out. The math checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that Hideo Kojima just got to a point where he's like, wait a minute, I can just use my video games to hang out with actors I wish were my boyfriend. Like,
you know, he's friends with Park Chan-wook, which I think is really cool because I love Park Chan-wook's one of my favorite directors.
Yeah.
I love them to collaborate. Yeah. Old Boy's really good. I love The Handmaiden, but like my favorite is Lady Vengeance.
Oh, I haven't seen the whole trilogy. I have seen Old Boy though. I really liked Old Boy.
My three favorite Park Chan-wook movies are Lady Vengeance, Joint Security Area, and Thirst. I think he has like 5 perfect movies, and it's those 3: The Handmaiden and Old Boy.
Dang, 5 perfect movies, damn.
Yeah, out of eight movies, we don't count his first 2 because he tells people he doesn't want them to watch them because they're really bad.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to do it at some point too.
Yeah, he was like, I was kind of just he was like, I was practicing. Please don't look at my practice. And I've respectfully been like, okay, Chan-wook, I will not watch those.
Yeah.
And then he made, which is written by Wentworth Miller, the guy who played the younger brother on Prison Break.
Really? What's it called?
Stoker. It has Nicole Kidman.
Ooh.
Ginger Nicole Kidman, which really does it for me because I feel like a redhead. I like to actually get like really radical my taste in women, and I'm like, I like pinups, MILFs, redheads, and big tits. I'm really radical for saying that I like these.
Yeah, it's really subversive for me. Of me.
I liked mommies before they were cool. It needs to be on the record that I'm like the poster child of loving MILFs and mommies before mommies became a meme. That's important.
Yeah, I mean, you're actually about that life. Everyone talks about how they want a mommy dummy goth GF.
Girlfriends or mommy dumb girlfriends. Like,
You must be one of them.
what just happened? I love the idea of this like detective who has no idea about cults or any of this shit. Just some lady with no eyebrows hired him, and like he's just like, okay, I'll do this job, and then he's like, what the fuck?
That's all.
This is the worst fucking job I've ever had, kid. Listen.
Did all that.
Like usually he's like just photographing like divorce it
I was just
like for divorce lawyers. He's like, okay, I gotta get a photo of the husband cheating, but here he's like, okay, I gotta find this girl.
About this.
Why is this hell, and why is it a cult, and why are there monsters?
Start by telling me what happened here.
So what's
And
that?
that monster.
What's his name again?
What was that?
I don't think he's told us yet.
More than you do. All I know is
I like that they're like, we need you to fucking talk to this teen girl in this mall. He's like, okay, but I'm gonna wear my flasher outfit.
maybe you're just an innocent bystander, but I can't feel sorry for you because you
Sweet
dragged
design.
me
Like
into
I feel like
this.
this is one of the first games that
If you
really
hadn't
got
found
like
me,
this. I mean, Silent Hill 2 did it too, but like these two games were like really good at like
So special
nailing
about
down
you.
how people look, but in a game.
then
Yeah.
I wouldn't be so confused, would I?
Like there's like a bit of Uncanny Valley, but barely.
Yeah, no, Heather still looks great. Like her character
Yeah,
design.
she looks really solid.
Something I've been running from and forgot for a long time.
I like that she looks realistically a little bit dirty after everything she just did.
How did I remember that?
She needs to wash her hands. Don't touch your face, Heather. You just have been touching disgusting things.
What's wrong?
Just put my
You're gonna
fingers.
get pink eye.
Where are you going?
Away from here. Why would she stay here? Where do you think she lives? Where does Heather live? What city is it? Like,
What city is this
is she
supposed?
is she like a coastal elite?
That's a good question.
Yeah, they like never really nailed down where Silent. Is it Massachusetts?
It's
Silent Hill, Massachusetts, right? I've like told myself I would never go. No, Maine. It's in Maine.
is it Maine?
And I
Yeah.
told myself I'll never go to Silent Hill, Maine, because of that reason.
Spicy Bar. Yeah, this is the PC version. It's got mods running to make it run not the way the PC version normally does, which is to say bad. But it is the PC version technically. I love this. The ads that are just fucking like
Echo action.
yeah, and it's in fucking Comic Sans.
Wait, where's the next ad? The next ad is the famous one, the meme, right?
Yes.
It's like Mimsy or something.
Minmo, growing strong and healthy.
She's beautiful.
This is the most important
Oh.
one.
We're about to see the monster that is just a fat guy, the insane cancers. I always remember they're called that.
That's the insane I forgot about the insane cancers.
You know what? The thing about cancer is it's insane.
Insane cancer is a wild name.
I hope we get to meet the pipe fairy on stream. That's going to be really important.
Me too.
We're like pretty close to it. The subway is not that long.
The pipe fairy.
The pipe fairy is great.
Lady.
Oh my god. Please consider Minmo.
Minmo would be a great cat name, yeah. If you want your cat to grow strong and healthy.
Yeah.
Saying.
Yeah, Silent Hill is in Maine. And then, but where does Heather live? Like, not in, because Heather like does not live in Silent Hill. They ran away from the cult.
You know, it's a good question. Well, you gotta figure, her dad's Harry Mason, who went to Silent Hill once already, right? So I feel
He's like, I'm not going back there.
I feel like he probably would be like, you know, if somebody was like, there's this great scenic small town, he'd be like, no, fuck, like, fuck that.
He's like, fuck that.
I need to move to the least scenic place possible.
Yeah. They only live a few hours away from Silent Hill. Why would you not move to the other coast?
Yeah, really?
Like, why do you still live in the same region? Why do you live the distance between San Diego and Los Angeles?
Yeah, you know hell is real and you went there and you're like, okay, I'm gonna move like 2 towns over. That should mostly solve my problem.
Oh my god, did you just call, did Deanne Homeless, did you just call her Dasha?
Cruel.
Please don't say that about Heather. To New Jersey. Where do they live? Like Passaic or like what's the deal?
Oh yeah, she's a shitty mom and a shitty sub. Yeah, that checks out. That could scare. I could see her being from like Cherry Hill or something. No, get out of here. Yeah.
I can't believe that worm died so
He's like
quickly.
sprayed it
I was
down.
like, what is this? I was like, is this a phase change? What's happening?
No, it's just done. It's decided to resolve itself.
What is RLM?
Red Letter Media, I assume.
Okay. I only learned who she was because she was on Succession. And everybody was mad about her being on Succession. They were like, I can't believe Dasha's. I was just like, oh, this lady kind of sucks. Is that the deal? I don't understand. I don't know. And then I saw her one who's like, eat their asses. Jones or something.
What was that?
Like, is Alex Jones the guy who's like, I'll eat their asses?
Yeah, it sounds like a thing he would say.
Okay, yeah. I'll eat your ass. That's like something he said.
That's.
Health drink.
Yeah,
I love health drink.
same. All drinks are health drinks to me.
Yeah, like a mocha, that's health drink.
Exactly.
Oh, have some jerky. Why not?
You don't have to. Jerkies you put on the ground and the monsters like it.
I think you should use it. Or eat it. Why can't she? Does she not eat jerky? Is she vegan?
She doesn't eat meat. I don't
Heather
actually.
Mason confirmed vegan. Doesn't eat bread. That's why she didn't eat anything in the bakery. She's gluten free. Yeah, she'll carry jerky but not bread. Unbelievable. Look at this, Scully. A mysterious fire in the town of Silent Hill. A young girl died, and then a couple years later, another young girl vanishes there. My guess? Aliens.
Oh god, I've been watching X-Files for like the first time recently. It's having such a great time.
Oh.
I just love to see all the great suits they put Gillian Anderson in.
I think my favorite episode was the like freak show town episode.
Yes!
I think it was a Jersey Devil.
The one that's got the Enigma in it? The guy with all the puzzle piece
Yeah.
tattoos everywhere? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's got the infamous scene where it's like I've seen the future and it's him. Imagine
Yeah,
waking up
he's
every
like
day
he's
and it's like,
standing like-
yeah, he's standing like fucking this, and he's wearing like the largest suit I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Oh my god.
Yeah, it looks like Nathan Fielder in that one episode with the big suit. The anecdote.
God, yeah, X-Files is so good. You started rewatching
I
this
never-
with me? It's so good.
I never finished all of it, but I watched the most recent season, and I liked the comedy episode they had that season, where like it was about the Mandela effect or something.
I love that show so much. It's so good. That's the only straight couple I care to ship.
Wait, so okay, you're watching Twin Peaks for the first time. So did they say who killed Laura
I
yet?
don't know who killed Laura yet.
Okay.
I'm like
nobody say it.
I'm like an episode short of it or something like that.
Obviously nobody say it, but who do you think killed Laura?
I think it's either her dad or Dr. Jacoby.
Okay, those are both fair guesses.
I would have thought it was Leo if he didn't have the alibi for not being the serial killer. Because like
Man,
the
Leo
first the first season they
No,
really heap onto you like how much of a piece of shit Leo is.
yeah, Leo just sucks in a normal way. Leo's like normal shitty. Leo's abusive husband shitty.
Yeah.
Um,
But like every scene
yeah.
they introduce Leo doing a new awful thing, you're like, it's like suddenly in this scene he's like selling heroin to children. And it's like every scene in the first season that you see Leo in, he's like doing a worse thing. So
I think my favorite character is Bobby Briggs. I love Bobby.
My favorite character is what's her name? Lucy Moran, the receptionist who talks like this all the time.
Lucy.
I love her.
Sheriff. Yeah, her like baby
Sheriff,
voice.
yeah, I talk like this all, yeah. I'm going to see my sister and her husband in Altoona. Yeah, like she kicks ass. I love her.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
She's so cute.
I need you to work with Special Agents Mulder and Scully. They're good at this weird stuff.
I just got to the guy who yells everything.
Which is David Lynch.
Is it David? Does David Lynch play that guy? I didn't know.
Lynch.
I didn't know.
You're so cute. Gordon Cole.
I've only ever seen old David Lynch. Do you see the video of
He hasn't aged except for his hair. You're so cute. Oh my god.
I didn't know. Yeah. Oh no. It's all coming down around me now.
The game got quiet when I started laughing. Too. I was like, yeah, that's David Lynch. Yeah, David Duchovny's character is great.
I think it's funny that they had him play a character considering that Agent Cooper's already just like basically David Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
All his scenes are just like him talking too loud about coffee. Like
yeah, no, God, all the women on that show too, like
are
Josie
fucking gorgeous. Like I
yeah,
couldn't
like
get over like all the guys look like guys from a normal Midwestern town, and all the women are like the most gorgeous women you've ever seen in your entire life. It's
yeah, like Madchen Amick as Shelley. I had such a Shelley crush when I first started watching. I don't think that's like Lara Flynn Boyle's peak hot era. I think the hottest Lara Flynn Boyle, who plays Donna Hayward, has ever been is when she was the villain in Men in Black 2.
mm-hmm.
She was so hot in Men in Black 2. Oh my god. Audrey is the best.
Audrey is probably my favorite.
But Shelley and Audrey are my two favorites.
Shelley is Leo's wife?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Who's in love with Bobby.
Oh, I love her.
Her eyebrows are
yeah,
like
I was about to say her whole face is like perfect. Like
yeah. She's Betty's mom on Riverdale.
Really?
Yeah, I only watched the first season, but I loved that they had like all these old stars playing the parents. Oh my god.
Yeah, fucking you scared the shit out of me too.
There's one more.
There's one on the tracks too. Yeah,
I think you gotta go on the track. I think you have to go on the track.
I refuse. There we go. I do eventually though, yeah. I have to get to that one door. But you gotta get
Yeah, I think it's
you gotta get the tracks to the right spot though, or you just die. The train
yeah,
will hit
it's
you.
like it's like you have to go on the track. It's like the subway and then it's the sewer, right?
Yeah.
And then you get to your house and then your dad is
Yes, precisely. God.
Yeah, nobody likes James.
No, yeah, you're not supposed to like James. He's a piece of shit.
He's just dumb. You and I.
The whole point of James is that you just like think he sucks because he sucks.
Yeah. No one understands me. Sometimes I just want to get on my bike and ride. I used to be a piece of shit. People can change. That's James. You think this is slicked back? This is pushed back.
God, I love that joke.
That's Leo. That should be Leo. Leo should be like, you think this is slicked back? This is pushed back. Sloppy steaks at the double R.
Yeah, I'm saying you could make a Twitter account that goes viral by just taking Twin Peaks screenshots and putting I think you should leave dialogue over it.
I feel like that's already a thing, probably. There's like almost no chance that that's not already a thing.
If it's not, somebody get on it. When do you guys do it?
I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, but what happens to Josie later in the show is like, I'm not that scared of horror movies. I'm a lot more scared of like surreal stuff, which is why I've only watched 3 David Lynch movies and Twin Peaks, because the shit in Twin Peaks scares the hell out of me. And it's the weirdest, stupidest shit that scares me. But like, I would have night terrors about Bob.
Bob's scary.
There's some stuff in The Return that, like, in the first episode of Return, there's this like creature in a box that's just like a white figure, and it scares the shit out of me. The like most famous episode of The Return is episode 8. Everybody talks about episode 8. I'm not going to tell you what happens, but like,
so
I can barely watch it.
So
it's
the
weird.
new seasons are worth watching then?
The new seasons are the best part of the show.
Whoa,
I love the
really?
old part of the show.
Okay.
I think Twin Peaks: The Return is both an amazing 18-hour movie, and it is also the best television watching experience I've ever had.
Damn.
I remember when it came out, and like week to week, it just felt so communal, like the way everybody was watching it, and I was watching it with someone I was living with and dating at the time, and like playing at the theater I worked at.
Yeah.
Theater in Oakland called the New Parkway, and it was playing illegally. We were not allowed to play it, but we played it anyway because our boss wanted to play it. It's like, it doesn't follow the format of regular television. It doesn't have like the peaks and falls of like television. It's just an 18-hour David Lynch movie.
That sounds sick. I'm gonna have to watch all this shit before next week, but that's fine. I'm just gonna fucking
It's so good.
grind
I mean,
it.
I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't think you can watch it all in that time. But
Probably not.
It's okay.
But I'll get as much done as I can.
Yeah. Fire Walk with Me is good. I have trouble watching Fire Walk with Me because I'm one of those people who like really hates when an actor is recast. Like, it ruins my immersion.
Yeah.
And they recast Donna. They recast Donna Hayward because Lara Flynn Boyle was impossible to work with. And she's the reason that like certain things change with Audrey and Coop, because she didn't like it.
She didn't want them to have any kind of... Yeah, they're supposed to fuck at that one part. Although
exactly.
I kind of feel like Agent Cooper has like absolutely massive Volcel energy, so I feel like it works.
Definitely.
He strikes me as the kind of guy who doesn't fuck. Like...
Yeah, I think you'll like The Return. The Return is weird. Yeah, I've only seen 3 David Lynch movies. I think I've seen Fire Walk with Me. I've seen Mulholland Drive, and I've seen Wild at Heart. I think Wild at Heart is my favorite.
There we go.
Yeah, Bean's favorite is that. Damn. He's coming for you.
He kind of thick though.
No, I mean, I think that following the creator's original intent for the series would have been fine. I don't care about the discourse around Twin Peaks. Like, people can do discourse about whatever they want. It still would have ruled.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, you just do what David Lynch says. That's my opinion, you know? Fuck it. Sure.
Have you seen Wild at Heart?
No, I haven't. Should I?
I
get-
really like Wild at Heart. I feel like it's his most Californian movie, except Mulholland Drive or Inland Empire. But it was like it's a road movie about like with Nicolas Cage and Laura Dern because he loves Laura Dern.
Yeah.
And it's just like their names are Sailor and Lula and Sailor. I don't know. It's really cool. It was around the time of Twin Peaks, and it's like so intense. Oh man, this camera angle.
Oh yeah, that was the one he made like around the same time as like Twin Peaks season 2, right?
Yep, totally.
I've been meaning to see that. I've heard good things about that one.
I have the Twin Peaks box set.
Do you?
Xenomorph. I do.
Does that include the new seasons?
Yeah, someone got it for me for off my wish list for my birthday / Christmas. It's 18 discs.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What a hero.
Yeah, I really appreciate everybody who got me all the Blu-rays I wanted because my girlfriend won't buy that many Blu-rays anymore.
You're not allowed to buy Blu-ray. God.
Yeah.
I mean, based on what you said, that like maybe is for the best.
Yeah, I spent money I needed to spend on like utilities and stuff on Blu-rays. That wasn't like too bimbo for my own.
Yeah, well, that's the nice thing about having the dominatrix girlfriend is that you can be like, can you manage all of my money? And she's like, well, I actually do this professionally, so.
Yeah. Now I have to ask her anytime I want money. I'm like, Mommy, can I have some money, please?
That kind of whips ass in its own way.
Oh, it does, yeah. She's like, I like it. It's fun. Like, whenever I want to even buy her a present, she's just like, I think you should still ask me. It's cute. I'm like, okay. Whatever you say, Mommy.
Oh, I love that. There's where I gotta jump down.
Anyone here in the stream, if you want my girlfriend to bend on you, she is you_need_Nyx, NYX, on Twitter.com and pretty much everywhere.
Nyx is great. If you need somebody to take all of your money and kill you and whatnot, I recommend it.
Yeah, she's got 4 feet of ass. She is beautiful. I love her so much. She's my big titty goth girlfriend.
God, I love that for you.
I also love it for me. She just sent me a tweet. Her ears were burning.
Oh no!
Get up!
I can't! I can't! It's scripted!
Rip to Hadome. No.
Oh, thank God. I thought that was gonna be it.
Oh my God, that really is scary. Did the Criterion, 4 feet of ass, we stand. We stand the Criterion Collection and also a woman with 4 feet of ass.
That is your motto. You are always saying that.
Yeah.
those are like your 2 favorite things.
I love beautiful women doing disgusting things with having beautiful women do disgusting things to me, and the Criterion Collection. Great.
What more do you need?
Hey, Xenomorph, what X-Japan music video did he direct? I literally never knew that, and I own the X-Japan documentary. I love X-Japan. Japan was like the first visual K band, which was like very.
Oh, really?
Very. Yeah, they were like really big for me, like figuring myself out. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I was very into visual K when I was 12 to 15. very, very deep into Visual K. I have, unfortunately, always been a weeb. But I'm like, I can't really be a weeb because I'm Asian, even though I'm not Japanese. It's fine.
You're still a wee.
I know.
That's a good cover, though. It's a good.
Yeah, it's a great cover. I'm like, I can't technically be a weeb, but it's fine. They stole ramen from us.
So technically, actually.
Package has been delivered to my house. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Twin Peaks is huge in Japan. Is that true? That whips ass. I guess that makes sense because Deadly Premonition. The reason I'm watching Twin Peaks is because we're gonna have Will Menaker next week, and we're doing Deadly Premonition. And I figured I was like, I gotta fucking know about Twin Peaks. I gotta know it well. So I've just been marathoning it. But I guess that makes sense. That would be popular in Japan, considering that somebody basically made Twin Peaks as a game.
Wait, Shin Megami Tensei is based off Twin Peaks? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Persona or something. I mean, Persona I can see because it's like Twin Peaks is basically a slice of life anime.
My favorite.
What'd you say?
That's my favorite anime.
Yeah,
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The
All
video.
right, I'll look that video up. Thank you, Xenomus. Yeah, we're almost at the sewer.
I know.
I think we're at the sewer.
I'm trying to find the way into this subway train that showed up. It showed up.
Let's see.
You have to like navigate the labyrinthian subway to get to the other side of the platform. And I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm on my way.
I played a little bit of Persona. I played a little bit of Persona 5 Royal.
I played that one. I like that one.
I liked things in it, but I liked all the things I liked in it. There were other games that I liked. Oh my god. God, the camera angles, they're so smart.
It's so good.
You can only just hear the noise of a monster coming.
I
like first. What's that?
You go first.
No, you go first because I'll remember what I was gonna say. I actually already forgot now. Never mind.
I was gonna say that I like with the camera work in this that Heather looks at stuff, so like she'll look at things that you can't see sometimes, which I really enjoy.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't like. I mean, I liked part of Persona 5, but I just thought it was like all the things I liked in it. Other games did better, like the virtual tourism of Tokyo. I just like the Yakuza version of that, and it's like the battle system is cool, but it's also just it's like kind of Pokemon and kind of like any JRPG. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I could see that. The
and
combat system was like a little rudimentary, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little easy.
And like the party dynamics, I was like, cool, you get to learn more about your party, but then I just didn't like I was 20 hours in and I wasn't I'd done the first dungeon and I just wasn't fully.
It takes way too long to get off the ground too. Like it keeps you in what feels like a tutorial mode for the entirety of the first area, and it's just it's such a drag.
And I know that's most people's I know that the same critique I have of that is that it takes too long to get off is the critique most people have of one of my favorite games, which is Final Fantasy 14, because it does take too long to get off the ground, but once you're in it, you're so in it. Final Fantasy 14.
Final Fantasy 14, the MMO?
Yeah, it's the only MMO I've ever played.
I've never played one before. All I know is that everyone likes to dress up their gay little characters in Final Fantasy 14 a lot.
That's the point. It's all about the glamour.
There's a pair of shoes in that, or boots or something, but they're just a fucking pair of Jordans, basically.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Where's the door? Where's the door to get in?
I think it's at the furthest side of platform 3.
Yeah, because you get in through the tail of it.
Yeah, The ass end of the train.
Yeah, when she looks at something off camera, it's super scary. I haven't played a lot of more recent horror games, but it just feels like I don't know. It feels like they don't make them like they used to.
They truly don't. They really don't. The nice thing now is that there's like indie games can just exist and put their games on Steam and shit. So like there's always somebody making it, but the it was like around
Yeah.
Xbox 360, like big name video game brands just like stopped making horror games, or they like turned them all into action games, and it was such a bummer. Like around
Right.
everyone was just like, we need to be Resident Evil 4 now, and it was like, but first of all, like Capcom's never been able to do that again. What makes you think you can do it? Like, and it's just like, it's not scary. I want to get scared. Yes, Visage Bug Boy is a great modern horror game, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that was that studio's first game, and like, it was great. It was really scary and really good. And I think that the smaller creators are like where the good stuff's happening in horror media, for at least for video games right now.
Right now, just book it through the train, never turning your gun off. Just can you not run and use it? Oh, there's a safe spot.
You cannot run and use it. You can walk, and when you start shooting, she stops.
That sucks.
Yeah, so sad.
I mean, it's just so straightforward. Like this is like the easiest part of the game with that gun.
Yeah, you spray down the hallway.
Yeah, you just point in one direction.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Resident Evil 7 was good, Young Warcraft. Resident Evil 7 is peak, what if you were in a place where you had to touch a bunch of yucky stuff?
I'm at the sports shop. I'm in the train. I'm at the sports shop that's also in the train.
Oh! No! The camera was better for me! Go back! No! Okay. We're here.
You're stuck. Oh, that sucks. Oh my god. Oh my god. The rioting.
God. Life is so hard for me.
Life's not easy when you're Heather Mason.
No, it's truly
It's
not.
not. It's really not.
God, she's so cute. I love her so much.
Yeah, that one looks bigger than this. That looks like the mommy.
Yeah, this one's really big. Yeah, all the other, like, butthole raptors have to ask this one when they want to buy Criterion Blu-rays and stuff.
Yo, Blu-ray, can I get the Jacques Demy, like, box set? And it's like, I don't know. Have you
Yeah.
killed enough Heather Mason lately? Have
Yeah.
you terrorized Heather enough?
Yeah, Mommy, can I want to get Chasing Amy from the Criterion Collection. Can I don't know. Have you made any people realize the error of their ways? Ah! Ninja at Agri, Heather does rock. Stay down! The insane, yes, the insane cancer.
Mentally ill cancer.
Yeah, the woke media wouldn't let you make the insane cancer these days. They wouldn't, you'd have to
He's
call it
literally neurodivergent and a minor.
something. Call out for Heather Mason.
The consequences. Being born?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there were quite a lot of consequences of her being born. She's probably, like, the most consequential person to be born, at least in this world.
So true.
The place is the first Shock is the first Persona, the one where the last boss is Hitler and he fights you with the spear that killed Jesus? Or is that the first Shin Megami Tensei? Remind me of which fucking Shin Megami Tensei is the one where you fight Hitler. It's Persona 2. That's it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the last boss of Persona 2 is Hitler. He's the main antagonist, which I guess you know. He's the.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh no. Oh god, this is the worst it's ever gotten.
Oh my god. She ghosted me. She love bombed me. Left on Heather.
So good. No, 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 no! Get me away from all this! God. It's
This
really...
isn't that blood room, but it's like one of the blood. There's so many
it
blood
looks a
rooms.
lot like the lines on the walls is very similar to the... We were talking about the infamous room from Silent Hill 3 that kills you when you go into it before we got live.
That was the scariest shit when I played.
It's...
That scared me more than anything.
It's scary! It scared me too! I, like, knew about the room and it still scared me.
I didn't know about it, and it just... It's that, the phone call, and the happy birthday phone call, and
It's so
when you
good.
go into a room and you see a mannequin shadow, and then it's nothing. It's
They
like,
love,
oh, there's nothing there.
They love to do that shit to you in this game. They love to be like, ha! Yeah, you got scared, didn't you? Well, we gotcha. It's like, bro, come on.
Okay. A little butthole raptor.
We love a nice butthole raptor. Oh yes, my morning star.
Oh, sick! I forgot about the mall. Is this the sewer now? Are we in the sewer?
We are in the sewer.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
It's so
We're
good.
gonna make it just in time.
We've done it. Ah! Oh yeah.
I'm trying to remember if the pipe thing happens organically. I think you have to like throw a pipe that you have in the water or something.
Oh, is it where where you're supposed to throw the hairdryer into the water?
Yeah. Looking it up just so we don't miss it. I think you just have to examine the water after we kill the monster.
Oh hell yeah.
And then throw the pipe in. Yeah, you have to throw the pipe in.
God. That whips ass. No one does that kind of shit anymore. They like, cause I get, like, you don't want to make post-game content and people might not see it, but, God, I love all the, like, hidden little stuff in the back half of this game. It's so good.
In the replays, well, because there's also, like, it's one of those multiple playthrough games that you'll get different endings.
Yeah, no, totally. I'm gonna try to get a different ending this time. I'm pretty sure it's the best ending, last time, but I'm going to try to get a different ending, even if it means I gotta fuck everything up this time.
Yeah, I know there's a bad ending. I never got the bad ending.
There's, like... I'm trying to think how you get the bad ending. Is it just, like, if you don't realize that you have to use the thing to not give birth to God? Because, you know, you have to use the pendant from your dad so that you don't, you know, use the plan B or whatever. More or less.
Yeah, use plan B.
It's, like, basically what happens.
That is what it is. It's a magical cult plan B. I love the part where you're in the confessional and like you have to either forgive or not forgive that woman.
That is actually, I'm pretty sure, what gives you the good or bad ending. Now that you say it.
Yeah, I think it might be that.
I looked it up when I got asked. I was like, "What the fuck does this do?" And it was like, "Oh, this determines the ending." And I was like, "Oh man, all right, what do I do? What's the right answer?" There's a hoist here. How do I get it to work? Ew. Pool's full of dirty water. I can't go down there like that. Bummer.
Journal of the guy who fought this monster. It's so. I think it's so funny. He was like, I even used my like trusty pipe or whatever. Like.
My signature weapon for defending myself from these creatures. But I think it's always very funny to me, like, about Silent Hill is it's like all these monsters that are manifestations of the human psyche, but you defeat them all by like hitting them with a bat, which I think is really funny.
That's how you beat the psyche. That's how you
Yeah.
beat your worst fears with a pipe.
You just beat them up with a fucking bat. It whips ass.
Sorry, I got up to grab something I'm going to eat when we're done.
I understand.
I went to the Japanese market and I got a bunch of groceries, but I got like ramen chashu.
Ooh.
So I just eat like cold cut, like they're fucking gabagool.
Oh. God, I didn't know you could buy that just like that. I'm going to have to.
Yeah, it's great. I also made french fries with regular like Chinese too.
Ooh. It sounds delicious. And this daily rat.
Like a lot of oyster sauce. Is this where you find his journal? Did you find his journal?
I don't know. You remember this game even better than I do, honestly. You'd be like, is this the one where this happens? I'm like, oh, man, I don't know. Maybe? I just remember being scared, bro. You're not my problem anymore.
Absolutely not.
God, just yucky, yucky stuff.
Brody. Oh my god. They're like sloshing around. Oh my god.
Leave me alone!
You're all horrible. Get out of here. She's literally neurodivergent and a minor.
God.
Yeah, remember when there was bread?
Yeah, that was the good old days.
Yeah, everything's gone now.
God.
Eating dogs, and now this. No more yummies.
God, I bet you Heather was so popular on MySpace back in the day.
Do you mean like?
I'm sorry, could you run that by us again? Your mic cut out.
Do you mean in the universe of Silent Hill, like she had a popular MySpace?
That's what I believe, yes. That's exactly what I mean. I think that within her universe, she would have been very popular on MySpace, or maybe LiveJournal.
I think LiveJournal, because I think she's one of those pretty girls who doesn't think she's pretty.
That checks out.
Yeah, it's like journal. She's like, no one understands me. Wolf, and like she would like go viral for that. Like before the thing. Wolf is infiltrating her top 10. Jeffree Star is secretly a member of the cult.
Oh god. Every time I hear Jeffree Star's name, it blows my mind that like Jeffree Star continued to exist after MySpace.
Yeah, like after like he had those like singles that I used to listen to and masturbate to. Yeah, it's wild.
I'm not familiar.
With his music.
No.
But yeah, he used to be a musician.
Really?
He's like, I'll give you dairy cream, pink strings, hung all over, ice cream. Like it was like, yeah. It was like a song about giving head. He wrote a song about giving head. Dripping down your ice cream cone, rhinestones, hormones. Enter my construction zone, make me moan, danger front. Yeah, I remember
God,
that.
it's like a fucking MSI song.
Yeah, it was a predecessor. What were all his songs were about like femme things, which is why I was just like, I was like, finally a guy I can be into who's super femme. Lollipop luxury.
They finally made a boy for me.
Plastic surgery slumber party. Cupcakes taste like violence. I can't believe you didn't know about this.
No, I had no idea.
Oh my god! Before he was like big, he had like I'm pretty sure he had a single with Nicki Minaj before she was big. Maybe I imagined that.
God, if that exists, you have to let me know what it's called when you figure it out.
I will find it for you. Yeah.
That rules. That's so funny to me. The idea of Jeffree Star being a musician is very funny to me.
Dog?
Oh yeah, McGruff the Crime Dog put out a album in the 80s that I'm pretty sure somebody of much more repute ghostwrote because it fucking bangs. It's
I
like,
do know about that. I think I knew about it, kind of.
oh, it kicks ass, yeah. It went, I had posted one of the songs on Twitter like 6 months ago, and it went viral, and somebody like wrote an article about it. Now you could like find the album all over on YouTube. It's great. When I first found it, it wasn't like anywhere. I was like, thank God. There was like one recording of it, and it was just like somebody's old tape rip.
Like, remembered that I got an email from my favorite director's management, and they
Yeah.
just, after not responding to me forever, in the middle of the day, they're like, "Hey, does tomorrow work for the interview?" And I was just like, "Why is it so short now?"
Oh yeah, yeah. And we're getting near about our end time. So would you like to plug that again because it's very cool.
Yeah. So, working on the history of my favorite movie, which turns 25 this year, is Nowhere by Greg Rock.
That's awesome. And where's that going to be published?
I don't know. I haven't pitched it yet. But
Gotcha.
I want to write this because it's my favorite movie, and can't watch it on DVD or Blu-ray. You can only watch it on VHS because there was so much music in it that they couldn't get the license rights for it.
Really?
And he's like a really cool like queer Asian filmmaker from the 90s who like has made a lot of like really radical, angry, and horny movies.
Oh, that whips ass. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna find someone to raid into for the end of our stream. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. There is who's live who I can go trouble. There's always somebody I can go bother. Oh, Keffels is live. Yeah, everyone follow the GayChingy. GayChingy's Twitter is in the chat.
Yeah.
I can only assume that you will be announcing that article when it is finally published somewhere on there.
Yeah, totally.
Hell yeah. So thank you so much for coming on. I'd love to
Yeah,
have
thank
you
you for
again.
having me.
Yeah, I'd love to have you again sometime if you're for free.
Okay.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you all so much. And